All right. Let's get started here with everything. So early on in the stream, we're just chilling. And I think the whole day is going to be a little bit of just us chilling, answering questions, hanging out. We'll try to do that a little bit this weekend. Everything is fine. I think everything looks good, right? Everything's fine. Is it all good? Indigo is hosting me. I joined your team, guys. Does that mean that I joined the team? All right. I don't know what that means. I just know I can join multiple teams, so it doesn't hurt. I'm a superstar now, apparently. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I guess that's a thing now. So that's great. I'm glad. I feel like teams are really underutilized, so maybe there's something to it that I'm not aware of, but that's good. Why is the music too loud? I think it's just me. I think it's just loud to me. Okay. Let's switch over. Alright, so again, there's not really any plans. I don't think I've had a plan for like several months now, so to be honest, I just kind of do whatever happens. Oh wait, we do have our dragon. Okay, alright, there's a plan. Fine, we'll do Red Dragon while we spin up the stream and start having people around. Good to have you around, Odyssey. It's been a little while since I've been hosted. It's actually been a little while since I've seen anybody hosted. So I guess we're back to that now, which is good. In fact, Odyssey, if you want to just pass a note to literally everybody else, because I've been trying to ask around what happened to the Twitch drops system. I know I was given codes, which I can still give away and such for little things that were going to be Twitch drops anyways, but it'd be nice if that was handled by itself and people were just rewarded for going to Twitch and hanging out with people. I'm prepared for the onslaught now of thousands of people going to Twitch because they want a labor recharger, right? I'm more than prepared for that, I think, at this point, so let's have it. Yeah, pass that to the team. I want my status update. I did actually email the influencers as well, the influencer email, to get some more answers from them directly. But I mean, I've been talking to them constantly about different things, to be honest. So it's good that I think Gamigo is trying to have a more back and forth with content creators, and essentially using what's free advertising, right? And obviously they're paying people to go and try the game, but I've been complaining about how they're doing that because they're bringing uneducated people into the game who haven't really played Arcade, and so it's hard to. There's really no value to it. But that said, I'm glad that there's a little bit more openness with everybody now, so hopefully that continues. We got to start somewhere. All right, I'm not going to use my car for this because I'd probably glitch all over the place, so I'll just run around with my rounds. Let's go. I'm not lead, okay. Whew. We're good. Wow, they instantly passed to somebody else. Alright. Yeah, so just started the stream. It's going to take a little while before people start to sort of file in. As usual, if you guys have any questions about Arcade or anything of that sort, please feel free to ask. This is a really good place to go and just, find out more information about something if you're curious about something. It's also just a good place to chill, and what was I going to say? I had a train of thought. It's a good place to just kind of accidentally hear interesting or important information, because it's kind of hard in Arcade to know what to ask sometimes, right? A lot of the times it's like, you have a place to ask all your mechanics questions, but most don't really know what they should be asking or whatever, which is perfectly fine. So if you accidentally learn something, then that's great. Totally welcome lurkers around, hanging out, chilling. Enjiru, hello. I know you were talking about programming and coding languages and such earlier in the chat before the start. I'd be more than happy to answer questions there too. I've worked for many years now in almost every language you can think of for a long period of time. So, yeah, learning multiple languages is really, really important. Definitely. But yeah. lately I've been working in Java with a product that I had created from scratch, designed and created for the company. So if I had to redo it from scratch, I'd probably redo it in Kotlin, because I've been hearing Kotlin's pretty good as an alternative sort of Java-esque, Java-based environment. But I don't know. I actually don't really like Java, so but whatever. I mean, that's what we chose to do. So. All right, that's what I chose to do. To be fair, I made an active choice. Learning for about 4 to 5 years is a hobby. Oh, nice. That's probably the best way to do it, honestly. I don't think you really need much of a... I know everybody wants college degrees for everything or whatever, but, like, I don't know. I've taken candidates more seriously who didn't even have a degree sometimes because they try to put in so much effort for, like, you know, with applications they show tons of stuff that they did, right, and give examples. As opposed to college where it's like, look, I have a degree. And that's kind of what you're supposed to base it off of, which is not really that great. So yeah, just keep learning, doing stuff. It's good. Totally worth it. What's going on? Are they actually going to wait until... So, like, the last 2 times I did RD, Red Dragon, both times everybody was memeing. And forcing it to go up into the sky with regen on. I don't know why this is happening, and I really hope it doesn't happen today. And they're kind of joking about it in chat right now that that's been happening. So I don't understand why this is a meme. Why is everybody intentionally screwing up Red Dragon to stay in here longer themselves? It's the weirdest thing ever. Like, nobody even leaves. Everybody just stays. It's not like somebody does it on purpose and then they leave and force everybody else to be here longer. No, everybody stays. It's a meme. So that's been happening. Software on Python, PHP, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. So it's a lot of, I see, web-based programming from the looks of it. Or capability-based, but that's fine. Good place to start with everything. Python generally is very flexible for its use cases. You can pretty much use it or integrate it with anything. It's just a little bit slower as a scripting language, which is, for most cases, fine. For the applications that I've worked on, it's very time-dependent, millisecond transaction stuff, so we have to support languages that are significantly faster. Like Java, which isn't our most performing language, but... so I know more base programming, low level, which is good, I think. But nowadays everybody just sticks to like Python or C# or I don't know, Ruby or Go. Go's a good one. There's so many really interesting languages in the way that people have developed them to make them easier and more, you know, kind of easy to understand and get into. It's whether a library supports it or not. That's I don't want to get into it. I do work all day. I don't want to have to think about it right now. But yeah, you get my point. If you have any questions, you can still ask, I guess. But generally, I do recommend that everybody learn some kind of a programming language because it's just good logic to have. Understanding how things work and kind of understanding how computers work in the very base of it all. My favorite classes in college were usually computer architecture, but I'd never go into it as a job. Like making CPUs and stuff. Oh my god. That's the most complicated crap ever, but it's a lot of fun. For a class, you know. For a 1 semester suffering, it was pretty good. Don't kick the wise megs. Okay. We were lucky that your high school offered an Intro to Python course. Yeah, that's really good. I hope that's starting to happen more and more often. From the looks of it, I feel like programming is starting to get more into the education system from a very early age. In fact, my nieces and nephew are all going through that right now, like in 1st grade, essentially, 1st through 3rd grade. And they're using different programs where they can essentially start to... Oh my god, they already took it down. Essentially start to practice with the logic of programming, you know, if A then B sort of things, to make little characters dance and stuff. So that's great, actually. I think people are starting to really value it. And so for high schools to start offering it is great. It needs to be done. Although I have to say, like, one of the funniest stories I've ever had was when I first started college, and yeah, so we first started college, and so what they did is, like, you know, because there's a whole bunch of freshmen now, and they have to have some kind of an engineering orientation course, right? And so what they did in this class is they grouped everybody up by what major they were within the School of Engineering, right? So you had all the mechanical engineer people in one corner, you had all the electrical engineering in another corner, you had the computer science people in another corner, and I was computer science. And it was really funny to see how in this giant class of about 300 people, all grouped up by major, like 2/3 of it was CS. Literally 2/3. A major chunk of this room was computer science majors, and we all laughed about it. Wait, what the fuck? Really? Oh my god, man, we do really crazy DPS. This happens all the time. I'm not really paying attention, but yeah. Actually, I paid attention more this time than last time. Oh. But yeah, so it was all grouped up by CS majors, essentially, right? And literally, by the end of that same year, everyone was gone. Just like, everyone. Like 90% of that whole group had decided to change majors. It was really funny. But I think it's just because people didn't really know what they were getting into, or maybe they didn't have prior practice, right? And they weren't quite sure what was the whole point of CS. So, I don't know, I guess starting people early is better. You start to get a better feeling for it. You're lucky that your high school offered an intro fight then, yeah. Oh wait, no, you already said that. I see, you haven't said anything. Good. Alright, I'm gonna start paying attention now, I guess. Yeah, this has really become a meme, though. Like, whether or not I'm paying attention doesn't really matter. It's, he already had his regen on. I can't break through that. Also, fun fact, I did calculate on Choco's stream the defense values of Red Dragon, and then I went and calculated the same thing for Kadum. So, they are not really meaningful at all, because, you know, these boss timer, or these bosses and everything, they still have a % reduction to, like, melee, ranged and siege damage, right, that we don't really see. In fact, % damage reduction, which is this stat right here, this guy, so melee damage reduction, range damage reduction, bosses have them too. However, these stats don't actually show up in the combat log. They're calculated before they reach the combat log. Let me turn the music a little bit more. So what that means is that you have, like, all this absorbed damage, that's not % melee damage reduction. That's already after that's been calculated. So unfortunately, it's not impossible to find that out for bosses. It's just really annoying. But I could still tell you the defense values, which don't really mean anything, right? So Red Dragon we calculated is somewhere between 35 to 40,000 defense, for physical defense at least. And Kadum is crazy. Kadum, I still only do about 10% of damage. So like 90% is absorbed from defense values. And I'm a defense pen build, so like it must have somewhere around 80 to 100,000 defense. Kadum. It's got to. I don't know, I've never seen anybody with high enough defenses to have 90% damage reduction. But yeah, I mean, Kadum's gotta be up there, like crazy. Like, defense penetration builds just really don't do anything to Kadum, I don't think, at all. But, you know, crit ones do, I guess, so yeah. Crit is generally better, I think, on these world bosses than defense penetration. Oh god, are we all just gonna do that? No. Is there enough healers? Alright. With the upcoming melee changes, would you recommend trip gems for belt arms? I think, I don't know, so they are doing some changes, and for those who don't know, in a couple weeks here, no, in like 1 week, right? a little less than a week, we'll have this next patch. And so what it's going to do is it's going to take away the shaken that is applied from Triple Slash, not Quake though, the regular ones, and replaces it with a movement speed slow instead. And it replaces the Distress and... actually, I think Distress is still on behind enemy lines, but it replaces the shaken from behind enemy lines also to be a movement speed slow. And I think they do the same to one other skill. Maybe that's it? Yeah, maybe that's it. So they replace them with slows instead. So that means you could still use them to trip with Whirlwind Slash, but you can't use the shaken debuff as a way to, like, you know, trigger a Distress more easily with, like, Crescent Slice or something. So they've changed things a little bit, and probably more than what I'm saying as well. Now, yeah, it does reduce the crowd control capabilities of Battle Rage classes, right? Yeah, Triple Slash behind enemy lines it was. Yeah, check for sure. Check for sure what it is if you can, otherwise I'll bring it up myself. In fact, I can just bring it up myself, hold on. God, why is it in that monitor? Let's see, Excel Games Arcade Calculator. So I just actually go right to their website, and I look it up on their website to see what the latest is. Battle Rage. So, yeah, so they changed it to a slow and a slow. Yeah, so they are slows instead of distresses, or instead of shaken. So it's not that crazy. Like, you'll still be able to do your Triple Slash combos for tripping. It's just, you know, people have immunity to slow or slow duration reduction because of fleeting footsteps. Or, you know, you can't really get combos off to get Distressed off, right? And Distress is an extremely powerful crowd control without being crowd control sort of thing. So, it's a little different. I think it's still worth getting Trip Gems. However, think about some other things before you do that, okay? First of all, this next patch for Melees empowers a lot of different gameplay styles, okay? It empowers the usage of Occultism and Witchcraft in many, many ways. In fact, the last patch did the same thing. It gave us melee versions of very important skills, like Crippling Mire Flame is very, very good. In fact, you can still do a trip combo with Crippling Mire Flame, even though it's not really a slow anymore. It's very strange, but it actually does work. And maybe that's a bug, I'm not sure, but at least for right now, it does work. So Crippling Mire Flame reduces max health of the target instead of slowing. However, it still works with Whirlwind Slash as a trip, which is really weird. So anyways, it empowers the usage of these other skill sets that are really good at crowd control, like Occultism, like Witchcraft, and of course empowers the use of Swiftblade with those things as well. A lot of focus on Swiftblade in this next patch, right? So, personally, because I've always played with Occultism, I went for gems that increased Impale and stun durations because I know how to play around those. As a melee, coming up into this next patch, a lot of people who play Dark Runner or play with two-handed weapons in general and go for just plain burst through shadow play are going to find it to be a little bit different, right? However, the option is still open to try to use the new combos with Swiftblade or to just go Occultism and Witchcraft and have different ways to crowd control because they're still really, really good sort of skill sets, right? So you can still do trip gems. I think it's perfectly fine and viable. It's not really a big deal. But keep your options open, because the game is really trying to get more people to play different classes, for sure. You're definitely moving away from DR after this patch, trying out sorts of other... I mean, Dark Runner is good, but it's not what it was years ago. Dark Runner is extremely good at making sure that it can do the combos it needs to do the burst damage it needs to, and then get out, right? And keep itself alive while that's all happening. So, for that sense, it's good, right? Dark Runner can get in, do the thing, get out, recover all of your cooldowns, and then go back in, right? It's still very good at that. But now there is a lot of new gameplay options coming out. And also, I know it's kind of crazy, but you can still play Swiftblade as a two-handed, right? You just don't get the reduced cooldowns. But the cooldowns are already really, really fast. In fact, you'll still be able to make use of cooldown reductions and resets as a two-handed, right? So, like, Blink is getting a new combo that lets you reset all the abilities. You can be two-handed and you can still make use of that, right? And you can still get, you know, like, make use of all the defense penetration because of the adrenaline rush stacks and everything, right? So there's still a lot of merit to it, to doing two-handed Swiftblade. It's just you don't get the benefits of the damage, right? Of all the damage that you get from Twin Shadow Slash and the off-handed stuff, right? But you can still make use of it. It's just, it's a little bit of a different gameplay style, right? You get the burst from your two-handed, you know, doing more damage and whatnot, but you lose the offhand damage, which I think it's still fine. I think it's perfectly viable. It's just people haven't really explored that yet. And then, of course, you can bring in Witchcraft or Occultism and do, like, even crazier things, right? Although your combos are a little bit slower because you're using two-handed weapons, it still doesn't stop you from, you know, doing the burst damage that you want. Especially if you still have something like Shadowplay. So you can do, like, Swiftblade Shadowplay Occultism and actually make quite good use of it. I don't think that's... I think people are going to need a long time before that becomes something, before people can move away from Battle Rage. But I do think it's viable, so I guess we'll see. In fact, like, I have an Arachnomancer build already. And in fact, I play it for sieges because it's so good for what it does. And it's not even, like, at its full capacity yet, because I'm still waiting for the next patch, right? But Arachnomancer is this, which is Witchcraft, Occultism, and Swiftblade. Did I get it? Witchcraft, Occultism, and Swiftblade, which is dropping Battle Rage entirely and just focusing on crowd control and really abusing Swiftblade to do stuff constantly. And of course, Occultism and Witchcraft are pretty good now with all of the different melee versions of skills, so it does make sense. But like you see, I've already mostly dropped Battle Rage. Like, I don't use Triple Slash anymore. I think it's pretty slow. And without the combo, I may as well just use Blade Flurry. I don't use Bell anymore because I don't have enough skill points. I never really used Precision Strike because I had other ways to do damage, especially big burst damage, especially through, you know, Twin Shadow Slash. So I've already kind of dropped Battle Rage, and, you know, getting rid of a few more of these is okay if it means that I get, in place of them, ridiculous amounts of crowd control and Innervate, which is really good at stopping healers from doing anything useful at all. So, yeah, next patch we're definitely going to have tons of new gameplay options for Melee. A lot of different nerfed styles, where people will feel like they're nerfed, because they reduce the damage with bleeding combos a little bit, and so on. But hopefully it still leaves a lot of fun gameplay. I do feel like... I feel like Melee's been in actually a pretty good spot lately. The only problem is that Melee versus healers or mages has been a problem. And ranged versus healers and mages have been a problem because of how crazy evasion stacks. Where, you know, you could use a ton of abilities as a melee against a mage, and they just miss all of them. And they're all on cooldown now and they've done nothing. Whereas a mage can do everything in their rotation and nothing misses. And so in Raid vs. Raid and in Raid vs. Raid, ranged and melee doesn't feel as powerful because they are not guaranteed to do something with whatever they're actually trying to do. It's actually just RNG. So that's going to be changed in a later patch as well, where mages have significantly reduced evasion. But also crit rate is significantly reduced, and all this other stuff with the stat changes. But I'm excited for it because, again, it kind of changes gameplay styles a bit. Hopefully it makes melee and ranged feel a little bit better in Raid vs. Raid, and we'll get a little bit more balance between all of the different classes. Because, like, in Raid vs. Raid, I run in, you know, I use Impale on somebody, and then I like, use... like Crows to stop their accuracy. It's the most I could do against a mage player. So I use Crows after Impale, so they have 60% reduced accuracy, which is great. And then I follow up with, like, giving them stacks of Instinct and Twin Shadow Slash. But both of the Twin Shadow Slashes do nothing, because everything got evaded. So it forces me to have to use all my damage during Impale, which I don't always want to do, actually. Sometimes the Impale is just used to set up. But the Impale does turn off evasion and parry in a block. So, like, during a Hell Spear, I could actually go and do some damage. But yeah, so there's different things I have to do in order to play around evasion, and it's very hard. And not everybody can do it, so it feels really bad, and not everybody has a combat log, so they don't really know what's happening. One of the best things you can do for yourself is just enable misses in your combat log, because that also shows you when something got evaded, blocked, or parried. And I even have it as a different color so that I know for sure, ah, yes, that thing got blocked, or whatever. And of course, I have a video up now against how the combat log works and everything. Hopefully that helped a bunch of people. Alright, we're out of there. Can we do something else? How are we doing with the stream itself? Man, why is my chat like... My chat keeps breaking all the time. Helped quite a bit? Okay, good. I'm glad. As long as it helped somebody, I'm happy. I'm not doing this for like a monetary thing. I do this for my free time, so... I lose nothing and gain everything if one person benefits from the crap that I put out. So, works out pretty well. Red Dragon 3K year score? Is that what it is in C? You guys can go in at 3K? I think you PM me that or something. It's gonna take 6 years, and nobody's gonna survive by the end, but good luck. What was he gonna do? Wait. Cool. Okay. No problem. Alright. I didn't actually do, I didn't even get rank 2 in Eastern Crown Mountains today in the garden, so maybe I'll do that next. You got it down to 80% after half an hour? Okay, yeah, that's not happening then. It's only got an hour in total. Wow. I'm surprised they let you in. What is ours again? 6,000. Which is, like, Tier 2 Haram, probably, in full. Which I think makes sense. 3,000 is really low. 3,000 isn't even Tier 1 Haram. 3,000 gear score is literally just brilliant gear, whatever the Explorer's gear is, honestly. 6,000 is essentially, yeah, Tier 2 Haram, I would say, in full. Which is probably good enough. I mean, we did it just fine at 6,000. That's so weird. Why did they let people in at 3,000 in C? What were they thinking? Like, I don't understand where that thought process came from. Now, you know what's going to happen is they're going to start kicking people with 3,000 gear score. And trying not to have them come anymore. Because, like, everybody wants the higher geared people. I can imagine that would happen in Halsey is 6K? That's fine, though, because, like, Halsey can be 1K, alright? Who cares? Well, I guess it does kind of matter. Alright, fine. Alright, it's a little higher. Maybe they messed up the numbers, because for us it's 4,000. Oh, you guys can't see this. See, for us it's 4,000 in Halsey and 6,000 for Red Dragon. And 8,000, I think. Oh, no, 6,000 for Kadum. Level 30 minimum in case somebody has 6K. Level 30. I mean, early stage, no, but later on that'll happen. Why not? Of course it would. Level 30? Wait. Yeah, ours is level 30 as well. I don't know why your numbers are different. What was the thought process behind that? That's so strange. Okay, whatever. I don't know. Fine. It's not that hard to get tier 2 Haram anyways. Even for alts, especially for alts. Especially after the server's been around for some time, so I don't think that's too much of a challenge. Alright, let's do some duels. Let's see if we can get anything in Sparring Arena. We'll stress out a little bit over this. Alright. Ah, yes, Mindslaver. Hey! He's actually a friend of mine in game. Plays in my server. There... Shout. There is no way I'm killing him. He's a Mindslaver. There's literally no way I can kill him. But we can have a really good amount of fun trying to get my combos off, right? Jeez. There's so much crowd control. I don't think I can dodge his crowd control either. My plates? I have no idea. I don't think I pressed plate. I thought I pressed cloth, but whatever. Good. Oh, did he have redoubt up? Whoops. Oh. Oh, I guess they got me. That's weird. Oh, he still has redoubt up. I think he's got the short redoubt. The one that only lasts a little bit. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I don't think even with cloth I wouldn't be able to kill him. There's just no way. I do almost no damage to him. We can look at the values here in a little bit. Snare. Oh, but he's snared, so he can't do anything. Still didn't pop redoubt. Ooh, wait, how did I do that much damage to him? Oh, I see. It's just his invisibility ran out. Wait, he's in here with me. God, it's really hard for me to do damage. Oh well. Yeah, so my actual damage values there were like, oh god, so small. Oh my god, dude, 90% reduction. 100 and 834 absorbed. That's just from defense. That doesn't even count the damage percent reduction. Like, it wouldn't be doing 900, it would be doing somewhere around 2,000 in total, but yeah, Mindslaver's pretty good against melee. Defense alone is very good, but Occultism helps so much. Occultism is just great against melee. Against most classes, even. Alright. I'll get my Curios badge, but I don't want to fight him again. I'll fight him out here, where we both have really high gear score. But until they make the changes to the arenas, I don't think so. They are making changes to arenas, actually, which do kind of counter what's going on. They're adding defense penetration in, as well as crit, into the arenas. However, I think... no! That's literally next week! They're doing that next week! Because Japan got that, and that was the patch that we're getting. So, like, next week, that's going to be a thing. In our arenas, it should be. Where, they add defense penetration in crit rate and damage to all of the builds, essentially, in some way. So you can be a defense penetration build in the 1v1 arena with balanced gear, essentially, and do a little bit better against those crazy tanky builds. So I'm excited for that, but we'll see how much it really helps, honestly, because they're still pretty tanky. So yeah, maybe next week. Maybe next week I'll be able to kill Nexros with my regular build. Should we lose a little bit in Gladiator? Let's get my free 5 Curios badges from instantly dying. You don't have patch notes yet? I have the Japan ones, and I think Russia got it, so I can look at theirs. But no, we don't have the patch notes yet. I think, I don't know, they said there's going to be a PTS, so maybe it'll come out soon? I'm not really sure. It's kind of late now, right? 16,000 Fnatic. Oof. I'm not going to be able to get through Insulating Lens before he kills me. And his Defiance will just stop me from doing anything. So he'll just pop Defiance and finish me off within 1 second. Was PTS ever not late? I mean, they didn't announce it. So they announced there would be one, but they never announced when. So I guess it can't be late if they never announced the date, right? I think it's probably the best thing they can do, so nobody gets disappointed. Here's what I'll do. Literally, he's actually outside the Boneyard. This is how stupid it is. It's so dumb. Wait, oh god, he's actually macroing. What am I saying? Is he? Look at that. Gods with Flame Bolt, Gods with Flame Bolt. All within 1 second. Oh my god. Yeah, there's really no thing. It's too easy, unfortunately, as a mage to win. So we'll see once evasion gets nerfed if honestly they should have just made it so that evasion did like what parry did, where it just reduces damage but the CC still happens. I don't understand why they didn't do the same thing to evasion. Like, it would have actually made the game way better, I think, because it would have actually balanced all of the different archetypes and classes. But for some reason they wanted to keep evasion as a strict, totally ignore an ability, while melees are essentially kind of screwed over because parry and block don't do that. So what I get to use with parry doesn't actually do that. And what a tank gets to do with block doesn't either. It's very strange. I don't understand why that was the choice they made, but oh well. PTS was planned for today? Oh. For today on a Friday? I guess, I mean, I was hoping we'd get like 2 weeks. But I guess now we'll have less than a week, so I'm not really sure what we can do in that time. In fact, honestly, at this point, it's probably better not to have a PTS at all, because there's no way anything is going to get fixed if we notice it in less than a week. To try to get, I mean, unless there's something glaring. But, like, pfft, what? Glaring. Hello? This was the most glaring thing in the universe, and that's not fixed still. The frickin', you know, weapon attack speed modifier's not working for damage, right? For melee skills. Like, that was the most glaring thing in the universe that like, everybody was yelling about, and it's still not fixed. So I doubt that a PTS is going to do very much at this point. I think it's a little late for that. It'll just be a preview server like normal. It'll let everybody practice the new bosses and practice all the new content before the actual game comes out, so they'll know how to do it already. Unfortunately, that's kind of the case. It's not really a test server. That's maybe my opinion. I mean, everybody still probably wants it anyways. Personally, I think people over-prepare for patches, so it'd be nice if they just announced things last second and we got it. But because of Korea and us being able to see what happens in like Japan, Korea, and Russia, that's just not going to be the case. C has been pretty good with patches. No delays, no issues, detailed patch notes, so that's good, yeah. Well, they have to, right? It's a new server. They have to take it very seriously. I mean, remember when Arcade came out originally in NAEU? It was crazy. And there was so much attention to detail. But that was because it was fresh and there was a lot of hype to it, right? So... it's, you know, we'll see how it goes, I guess. Hopefully it stays that way. I want to see C catch up in patches to Korea, and then I'll be really happy. Right now, it's just like they're gating content, which is okay, but although people worry the server might die after the last wave of bans, wow, it was that bad, huh? You told me it was a few heroes, but like, what were they banned for? Did they say what happened, or did they just say, hey, these people are banned, and then that's it? I doubt it's East lost half their heroes. Whoa, what do they do? Jeez. Illegal programs. I mean, given the antivirus that you guys are using, or that they're using in yours, GameGuard, and how intrusive GameGuard is, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it actually did catch something, but why would people in as a hero position take that risk, right? So it's a little suspicious. Illegal programs. Maybe everybody took a, wait, Gwyn. Maybe everybody took a siege pack into the siege after they saw me do it, just to try it, and then they actually got banned. Like, for me, it was just a soft lock. But for everybody else, they actually just got banned. Do you know what I'm talking about? Did you see what happened to me a couple weeks ago, Gwyn? Some people say mass reported them. But then all the bots free for... Yeah, I see. Free farm. You did see, okay, good. Mass reported. Man, it would suck if mass reports actually did something like that. It's super abusable. Okay. No, I don't think so. Shanzi probably isn't banned. But I think everybody didn't hear about the other heroes though. I don't think he's a hero this cycle. But no, he's definitely not banned, right? Is he? I mean, I hear every week that he's banned, so probably not. No, I don't think so. I don't think he's banned. I mean, given all the crap that they've all been doing, it'd be nice, but I think it's too little too late. Oso is just going to plan to leave the server when they can and sell all of the Inoans that they got here. And dragons probably too, to other servers. Really quite unfortunate. Because Tyrannos doesn't want anything to do with that. They want to earn their dragons and they want to earn their Inoans, not just buy them off of Oso. But, what can you do? Alright, let me run over to the garden and get... Oh, okay. Sparring. I don't need this. I'll wait. Maybe it's Nextros again and I can do a little bit more damage before I die this time. Nope, somebody else. Revenant, also a build that I can't kill. Auramancy and Occultism is very good against me. Some of my most fun fights have been Executioner versus Executioner back in the day. Alright, Cloth. I'm actually picking Cloth this time, like I should be. But again, mages, so this is going to be a very tough fight. Pretty much have to dodge his Impale using Life Tiger Strike, or I lose. One way or the other. Cloth is melee. Yeah, in the arenas you kind of have to. You have to choose what you're fighting against so that the fight actually lasts long enough. Like, he's plate right now as a mage. So his... yeah, so that's just how you do it. He's just waiting for stacks of Warding Light. I'm waiting for him. What? Aha! I did actually dodge the Impale. Oh, but he used, okay. Oh my god. Just get out of it. Oh gosh. That actually didn't stun him. That's weird. Wait, how is he whoa. He was actually snared. That's not right. Let's just leave him over there. I don't want to deal with Frigid Tracks right now, so. Okay, guy. Oh god. See that occultism or the Auramancy thing? Yeah. Yeah, he got me. He got me because of the timing of it. There's not much I can do now. That was a... Oh, nice. Wait, it still went off. Oh my god. He didn't even cancel it just to redo it. Oh, he hadn't used his potion. Damn. Yeah, so next week, once we get Silence as a part of some of the other specs, it's going to be kind of ridiculous. I might actually go Arachnomancer more often just to be able to silence these guys. I'll be a huge nuisance to mages, because I can keep silence on them for extended durations as well. Wait, how? That shouldn't have actually hit me. Alright, let's put him over there. fine. Not really that big of a deal. He's not going to be able to capitalize on this, so... Oh. He was able to capitalize it on it, alright? Everybody relax. No! I think he can still kill me. Wait. Oh, shit, he actually can, but I thought that I used my Impale, which is very strange. Oh, he's immune! Fuck you! Fuck him up. Fuck RMNC 2%, dude. That's so stupid. Okay, we're good. I don't know why he's playing very slow. It seems strange to me. He's playing extremely slow. Oh. Wait, maybe he's pushing his buttons with his mouse. It actually does feel that way. Like he's pushing his buttons with his mouse. Could that be it? Is that why he's playing so slow? That's very strange to me. Ah. Good. Ah, God, it's so annoying. I hate it. I hate this build. It's so stupid. But it does actually feel like he's playing very, very slow. Oh, I was just about to use Tiger Strike. Damn. No! No, damn it. I don't think I can... Oh my god! Wait, what? How did I kill him? Oh, that's so strange. Okay, and he's like the top person in the list. That's, How does he... So, I feel like he's playing so slow. Like, he's actually clicking all his buttons. I shouldn't have won that. Like, anybody that I've ever seen play, Revenant, they play very fast. They do things very, very quickly. They move around, they're constantly moving and doing stuff. They don't use Arc Lightning unless the opponent is actually stunned, where he used Arc Lightning while it was not stunned. Or anything. That was very strange. I don't know why. That's very strange. That person's the top person on the list. Yeah. Huh. Oh wait, I'm the first person who killed him. He only lost to me. That's it. Look, 100% win rate, and I just gave him 2 more deaths, and his first loss for like the last 7 days. That's so strange. All right, thanks for stopping by, Gwen. See you later. Yule Deathblade. No, I don't think Deathblade is a class, but I think you're thinking of Death Wish. No, I play Cursebrand, mostly for the raid versus raid. I use the the AoE version of Hellspear, the AoE version of like everything. I don't use Crippling Mire or anything like that. So yeah, it's a very raid versus raid Cursebrand spec that I enjoy. Yeah, since Arcage came out, I played Executioner, which was Battle Rage Occultism Shadowplay. So Battle Rage Occultism Swiftblade is like the best thing ever, and I love the gameplay. I'm so happy to drop Shadowplay to get something that is just constant and fast and really cool and has tons of combos. And so Cursebrand gameplay has been really my favorite since probably Arcade came out. Now I have Bonewall too, which came to Occultism some time ago as well, so this is like a really fun class. It works really, really well in 1v1, for sure. And I am very surprised by this player, though. Maybe they've... Okay, it is possible that they're just farming their alts. Okay, it's very possible that they're just farming their alts. Yeah. That's, Expired. Wait, can I see other people's? Yeah, it's very possible this person is just farming their alts. That's very strange. But okay, I don't know. That's a little weird to me. I didn't expect to beat him. Forgot the name of the classes. Yeah, no problem. It's all good. Doesn't matter at all. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. You can swear silence doesn't work in this game. That's pretty good. Oh, but he already left. That's fine. Alright. Man, that's so strange. I mean, I'm really honest. I shouldn't have won those fights. It's just really weird to me. Like, I'm actually confused. I have another question. Okay, they're not even in the Gladiator Arena. So yeah, maybe they're not farming their alts. How could I have been their first loss? I don't even silence yet. Could you imagine? Is it worth getting back to AAU? Because of exploits? Nah, the exploits and stuff don't really scale that well. I knew that at the beginning too, that it wasn't going to scale that well, but like everybody was like, oh man, they got, you know, thousands of gold, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really change anything. So, yeah, totally. It's absolutely worth getting back to AAU. There's still tons of stuff going on. I play in Win, and Win West has been awesome. We just kind of ignore Oso. Like, let Oso do whatever they want, right? They're cheaters. Nobody cares about them. They're insignificant. Like, you know, the main leadership there is trying to... Like, it doesn't matter. You can just ignore them. You know, play the way you want. And so Win West has been doing really, really well because we just kind of play the game and do other stuff and not deal with anything Oso related, because, you know, their main leader cheated to get where they are and cheated to kill off all the factions, so it's like, whatever, man, just don't play with cheaters. So yeah, AAU's been really good. It's been populated, everything's been really fun. It's been good getting to know other people and you know, hang out between all the different guilds, since I play as a solo player, because I go and hang out with all the different guilds. And all of those early exploits just didn't, like, it didn't really taper off that crazy. You were pretty sure you were win? Yeah, if you played on the server, then, I mean, you probably remember all the exploits and stuff. I agree. Those things that happened were farmed pretty hard in East, for sure. Like, East was really farming all those 50 gold on, like, every character and alts and everything. And they tried really, really hard to do it. But honestly, that gold alone wasn't good enough to get people where they were. It was a lot of other things as well, and gold buying and other stuff as well. But and people just, you know, stockpiling specific people with gear, which anybody could do on West as well. But it honestly, like, fact is, I only spent money for, like, I didn't even buy the higher packs. I spent money on 2 silver packs, right? The basic one and then the Silver Garden of the Gods. And I have 14,000 gear score, which doesn't mean anything, it's just a stupid number, which isn't even a correct thing. But my point is that the gear that I have is good enough to kill anybody in the game, right? Except for maybe a tank, right? I shouldn't be killing tanks, right? My job is to kill other people. But my gear and my gameplay style, all of this together, lets me kill anybody. And that said, I was able to do this from 11,000 gear score. Everything after 11,000 to me was like totally unnecessary, because I was already able to kill anybody that I needed to. It wasn't like, you know, I'm barely more survivable, I'm barely more anything. Oh, so you quit really, really early on. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth getting back into. Arcade is a long-term game, a very, very long-term game. Like, it's designed that you play and explore and, like, earn tons of different things over years and years, and you enjoy that sort of gain. You enjoy the gain of earning different stuff, of upgrading your boats, of getting housing, of getting plots next to each other, of getting gliders, mounts, pets, vehicles, and upgrading all of those things. There's an enjoyment and actual fulfillment of getting all this stuff and earning it and then having it forever, right? That's something that I don't personally feel from any other games, right? Because most other games focus on certain things, but Arcade just lets you do whatever. So yeah, I think it's totally worth getting back into the game. It's a really good long-term game that you can always come back to, and especially with Arcade Unchained. I mean, I answer this question a lot, as you can imagine, you, but like, if you're not having fun in a game, don't play. Absolutely, totally makes sense. But if you're with the right people, it's hard not to enjoy the game. It's hard not to just, you know, hang out with people and just play and do stuff and create content for yourself. Go and do dungeons, go and PvP, go and, like, you know, hunt stuff underwater and bring in sunken ships if you like doing that sort of thing. It'd be really risky. Last week, I played this game for 7 years, for like, what, 6 years? Something like that? I played this game for 6 years, and last week I went and I was swimming around because I wanted to collect jellyfish poison. So I went from Auroria, and I was like going down here, and then I went like this, and then I went around here, and for the first time in 6 years, I had never known of a bunch of secret quests and secret bosses that exist somewhere around here, around a giant, massive destroyed ship called the Seawise Queen. And I had no idea. Like, I came across this randomly thinking it was like new, because I had no idea that was there, but yeah, it's been there since forever. And, you know, Arcade to me is like the only game where you could, like, that can happen, where, like, after 6 years of playing, you come across something ridiculous and new that is just fun, extra secret content where you can get, like, some cool things, right? A few weeks ago on stream, we were farming in Paranor Ruins, because I was curious if around here this secret weapon existed, and it does. Like, it's just a secret little image weapon at this point, but back in the day, you know, there was a thing that you could actually collect there and actually use, and now it's just like an image item or whatever, but we went and collected it on stream because I was just curious if it was there, and it was, which is really cool. So there's tons of things in this game, secret things, like secret buffs you can get around here, secret buffs that you can get around Gwynedd, and all this stuff you can collect all over the world with tons of secret quests, and tons of just different things, and all the proficiencies, and whatever you want to do with housing, and your friends, and your family, in the in-game family, you know, all that stuff comes together, and it's hard to want to stop playing Arcade because there's so many things to do, especially if you give yourself goals. Is Haram Daily still a thing? They are, but, like, I don't know, I didn't take them seriously, and I mean, I still catch up just fine, especially with the Garden. The Garden has the Garden essentially gives you a daily that at a low gear score you might want to AFK for or get a friend for. But essentially, there's a huge catch-up mechanic that the Garden gives that allows you to go and increase your gear and essentially just much faster, right? So it's a very good catch-up mechanic. Because once you get to a certain point in gear, like maybe around 10 to 12k gear score, somewhere around there, depending on what your stats are, you're pretty much endgame. You could actually kill anybody, it just depends on your build. A lot of people are like, man, I'm 12k gear score, I play a Dark Runner, and I can't kill the Skull Knight, man. Yeah, of course not. That's not what you're supposed to be doing, you know? Like, I actually hear those complaints all the time. I'm not kidding. People who play, like, an Archer, or people who play even a Mage, and they're complaining that they can't kill a Skull Knight, or they can't kill this or that. It's like, yeah, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, and if you are, that's not the build you're supposed to play. My build is how you kill a Skull Knight, okay? This one, the one that I play. Why? Because of Absorb Life Force, which is really, really powerful. Occultism, great. Witchcraft, great for keeping a Skull Knight from doing anything. Auramancy is an awesome skill set for just pushing a Skull Knight back into the enemy lines and silencing them so they can't do anything. So Dark Runner can actually do that, but they don't. I don't know why. But anyways, my point is that, like, people complain that they can't do something in this game that they're not even supposed to do because that's not what they're playing. And that's a big issue that unfortunately a lot of people, there's like a bunch of misconceptions with that. You know, it's People are expecting to be better than they are. Let's put it that way. So for example, my build, I know what I'm good at. I have to kill squishy people. I'm very good at taking down archers. I'm very good at blocking off places with Boneyard and causing a bunch of massive havoc. And I'm very good at killing healers, as well as people who the healers are healing. So I can actually take down other DPS very, very quickly because I can use Absorb Life Force. But even I understand that there's a massive amount of skill behind this. It's not that easy, right? Absorb Life Force isn't just, it works and they're dead, right? In fact, if I get CC'd during Absorb Life Force, it ends early. So I have to use Absorb Life Force only after I know that the opponents I'm fighting cannot crowd control me. So there's a lot of skill to this. There's a lot of timing to what I'm trying to do. There's a lot of, you know what, I need to survive this fight for 7 seconds. And if I can do that, I'm okay and I'm in the clear. And then I can do whatever I want. So what I'll do is I'll go in, I'll throw in Boneyard, I'll throw down Sunder Earth, I'll use Charge, and then I'll just sit there, maybe crowd controlling a little bit, waiting the 7 seconds or whatever I need for everybody else to do what they're doing. And then I'm like, alright, I've brushed off all your damage. Now it's my turn, right? And then I go and I use Impale, and then I go and start using Absorb Life Force and taking down individual targets and using Twin Shadow Slash, right? There's a gameplay style that I have developed over years that is not easy, and so a lot of people coming into the game don't really understand that and don't see it, and you know, don't understand it as some kind of an art form, essentially, because it kind of is. And again, I really feel like only Arcade has been the game that has allowed me that kind of unique gameplay. It's just unique gameplay, right? Like, I've never had to think this way in other games. World of Warcraft is okay, I think. There's been a lot of that in there, but the combat system is very different. You know, a lot of people are following Ashes of Creation. I really am too, of course. I feel like Ashes of Creation is just a little bit too slow gameplay and not enough capabilities yet for my liking, right? There's not enough things that happen. There's not enough working with other people, I think. And so maybe it'll get to that point. Maybe they're, you know, still implementing stuff or whatever. It's not going to be a bad game by any means, because people are going to love those games, right? People love WoW. People love Ashes of Creation, and I love the idea behind, you know, what they're doing with Ashes, with so many different things in the background and how it changes the world, and that's cool. So there's always going to be an audience for these things, just like there's always going to be an audience for Arcade. So, bit of a long explanation there, Yule, but hopefully that helps a little bit. You can really come back to Arcade at any point. There's tons of guilds that'll take you in. It's going to be fine. Don't let people who are exploiting or really high gear score let you down. And honestly, this goes for anybody listening in or lurking. It doesn't matter what gear score you are. You can play in gameplay styles that A, will not kill you instantly, and B, feel good, and C, while you're playing, you learn more about the game. For example, let's say you want to play DPS but you don't have the gear. You can switch out different skill sets to do other things. For example, you can bring in Witchcraft and Occultism into your build with maybe Auramancy. You can play like a Nightcloak. Just for now, just while you're gearing up for PvP and Raid vs. Raid, play Nightcloak. It's very defensive. You can keep yourself alive just from the skills alone. You can do tons and tons of AoEs and crowd controls and buffs for your own team with like Protective Wings and Health Lift, and you could do this all from the back line. You don't even have to be in the front. You could do all this stuff without any gear and be extremely useful, sometimes more useful than a high gear score DPS, because you're allowing other people to do damage, right? And debuffing others and buffing your friends. And, but people don't play this, right? People don't play this even at low gear scores. They want to play something else because whatever, you know, because they want to be TPS, and then they feel bad because they're not actually doing anything, which, yeah, it sucks. But if you play different kinds of builds that allow you to sit back, learn the game, and also help contribute, you'll feel a lot better. And when I played Eidolon, which is this, oh no, it's not this, what is it? Eidolon was this, Witchcraft Auramancy Shadowplay. I loved it. I felt like this gameplay was almost as good as Melee. Not for damage at all, but for keeping people just from being unable to do anything. This was so much fun, because nobody else was playing it. Like, there's actual genuine fun in just crowd controlling people, keeping people silenced, disabling folks, stopping them from healing, leeching buffs off of really important people, pushing people back into the enemy lines while silencing them, keeping my friends alive through health lift and protective wings, and even a little bit of thwart mist. But like, my point is, like, this was so much fun, but people really undervalue this kind of gameplay style, which is unfortunate. Yule, it helped. You've been missing this game, and you had a lot of fun when you did play it for the 2 weeks. Yeah, you can come into Arcade at any point. There's so many catch-up mechanics. There's so many catch-up events that happen all the time. The thing is, if you're trying to be super crazy competitive, you're gonna have a bad time. And what's gonna happen is all these top people in the game who took things super competitively are just gonna quit anyways, because what's the point? You're already at the top. What else do you have to gain? I made a forum post, but unfortunately or not forum post, I made a Reddit post, but unfortunately the Reddit thread was deleted. But in that Reddit post, I described how, yeah, a lot of people do buy gold, and they do cheat to get to where they are. But they usually end the game quicker, and they leave the game quicker because they're either PvE players that just want to kill the main bosses and leave, or they don't realize that it's going to make the game boring. Because once you're at the top and you have everything, you're kind of done. Yeah, you can pay money to do it, but then what do you actually get out of it? Nothing. You don't really get anything. There's no real competition, you're not really proving a point, you're not really learning skill. So many people in the top, who I know and I talk to on a regular basis, say that they feel like they don't need skill in the game, so they just don't need it, and they don't use it. And I get it, I understand where that comes from, because you don't really need to. You just push a button and people die, right? And it's not as fun, and you end up quitting that way. I had a few friends quit. I have several friends that have openly admitted to me that they bought gold, and I mean, they have the same sort of mentality, you know? Thanks for sending love to Cody. He's not here today, but maybe next time I'll bring him out, Jax. He appreciates it, though. And thanks for the follow as well, Yule. But I don't know, I mean... Oh, I see. You had a guilty play for 2 months, bought gold, and quit once they got 12k. Why did they quit, though? Like, what was their reasoning? Did they say anything about that? Oh, real life happens? Well, I mean, yeah. If there's real life stuff, then obviously that always... That's why I asked, right? Because if they said that they got bored, then that's something, right? But if, like, real life stuff happens, that's perfectly fine. They might still be playing if they didn't... if real life stuff didn't happen where they need to focus on that, right? So who knows? With coronavirus right now, it's like... You use video games as a way to get away from everything, you know? That's what I do. Like, I don't want to talk about politics here. I don't want to talk about any of that. We come to video games to just get away from a little bit. Get away from all of that for a little bit and just chill and hang out with buddies, and then we go back to that later, right? So, you know, I get it, for sure. But, yeah, I never spend extra gold for anything in any game. I never spend extra money for, like, bonuses or whatever, because I don't enjoy that. It's not like I earned it or anything. Gotta go? Alright, yeah, good luck with the storm. Hopefully it doesn't affect you too badly. I know that it's been hitting so many people. Same, gold buying makes games boring. Exactly, yep. I have the same thing. It's like... there's so many, like, mobile games right now that, like, you have to progress in, or you feel like you have to progress in by paying money, and it just sucks. Like... I don't know, I don't like that. I don't like those games. Like, I beat everybody for, like, it's so easy, and then it gets to a point where it's like, well, I either have to buy... Not buy gold, but, like, use money to progress, or I just have to wait 6 years. Like, alright, this is really boring, then. It's not that much fun. Alright. Anyways. Actually, did the board update? No, it didn't update yet. But I got his first... I made his first loss. Haha! Got him. Still really confused as to how in the world he didn't win. But, alright. Fair enough. Alright, let's go. Oh, gosh, I've already used up so much time. Let me do the garden thing really quick. I'm only going to be there for like 10 minutes because I want to get my rank 2 buff. Rank 2 turn and get out of there. In the meantime, if there's anybody just lurking in the stream, if you guys have any questions about arcade stuff, please feel free to ask. I know a lot of folks have recently joined since a lot of the last videos that I put out on YouTube. Just, quick note on that, I don't really do YouTube content that much. I mostly stick to Twitch streaming. However, if there... what's YouTube? If there are requests for things you guys want to learn more about, or requests for me to answer questions or whatever, let me know. We can literally take like a 2-minute segment of this stream, record it, and then I just throw it up as a highlight onto YouTube later. I've done that a lot of times, so I'm reinstalling now. Nice. Welcome back. Hopefully you enjoy the game. But again, Yule, I'm just going to stress this, alright? I do make the game look good because I enjoy it, because I love it, and I love collecting stuff. I like doing all these little things. I have a list of goals for myself. That's me, okay? But if you come back to the game and you don't like it, that's perfectly okay, right? That's a normal thing. It's okay. But you already paid for it, so whatever, you just come back, try it out, right? It doesn't really hurt. Whereas in Legacy, anytime I would convince somebody to come back to the game, it's like, well, now they just paid $10, and now I kind of feel bad if they don't like it. At least here, if you already paid for the game, whatever, you're set. You can come back whenever you want. Plus, I only have one alt. Like, I only have one other character, period, on one other account. I don't even have a second character on this account. Which I think... Is it not true that you can have multiple characters and each of them have a different arc pass? Is that true? On the same account, you can have 2 different arc passes. Can anybody confirm this? Because I actually have no idea. Because I don't have a second character on any account. How does that work? Yes, you can? Oh my god. Have I been missing out? You can get labor pots. You can get labor pots, but that's from leveling up. I know that. But like, but you can actually get more diligence coins on just like a second character because they have a totally separate arc pass. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you can get the. You're right. You can get the extra labor recharge. Like, I don't even do that. Like, I don't even do that. That seems like it's really easy, right? Why did I even need a second account? I could have just used the same account and gotten a second character here. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't even use my second account at the same time. I have one computer here. The other one's across the room, and I'm not going over there to switch back and forth. So, and I got to a really high gear score just fine. So like. You really don't need to spend that much. It's honestly not that crazy. It's just, I have a very positive outlook because I know how to play Arcade. I've played it for many years. I understand how the auction house works. That's a main source of income for me. And I just have fun, hang out with people, do stuff. And you just progress over time, I play builds that I'm very good at because I've practiced for years. That's actually interesting, though. So multiple characters can have a totally separate arc pass. Wow. That's so... That's crazy. You can get a bunch of fortune boxes that way, too. And, like, extra underwear. I didn't do any of that. Oh, man. I feel like I'm missing out, but honestly, alts are really annoying to me. Like, just going on my alt for more than 5 minutes pisses me off. Like, I actually feel bad and drained, because I don't want to be on that character. Ever. Like, I get on the character, I make tax certs, I mail them to me here, and then, like, that's it. And I still haven't sold them for some time. I've got, like, 600 tax certs, because I can't even be bothered to sell these 700 tax certs. Like, yeah, I did the high-speed engine. You're right, I could do that with other characters, you're right, I could. Yeah, I could get the high-speed engine. It's 800 gold. Yeah, okay, 800 gold. I don't know, man. That's... I'd rather just use it. I used it on mine. That's how I got the, honestly, I don't know. I don't even remember. Maybe I used it for the chroma, for my freighter thing when I was upgrading it. But, like, I can't even bother, dude. I hate being an alts. Like, it actually drains me. It doesn't make me happy. Like, it actually makes me sad. Get it for the speedboat. I think I actually used it to craft the speedboat. That's maybe what it was. I actually have a speedboat that I made. But I think I crafted the other one, or I bought it off the, auction house. But I have a speedboat. I have a speedboat, I have the Rudolph Freighter, I have a Rampage that I got from Diligence Coins. I got the Timbercoop V1, but that was like 2 weeks into the game. 2 weeks into the game, I had the Moon Shadow Glider. but that's because I owned the actual aqua farm market, because I was the only person who had an aqua farm for weeks. And the only person, I owned the market of people getting those gliders. It was so funny. I brag about it now, but like back then it was a big secret, you know, that I have the only aqua farm actually, and I'm the only one using it to make gliders and selling them for people who are lazy and don't understand how this works. Like, it was really crazy. But I had this 2 weeks into the game. Actually, yeah, something like that. Definitely less than 2 weeks. Like 1 to 2 weeks. I had a Moonshadow glider. And then, but yeah, so like, I don't know. I never felt like I needed alts or anything. It wasn't that big of a deal. But I have everything. Like, I have all these different pets. I have a boat that I've barely upgraded because I don't want to think about it, honestly. I don't know. I have all the stuff that I want in the game, to be honest. And I've barely, like, that's the thing, actually. Like, I'm at endgame for myself, personally. I have all this cool equipment. I have all the gear that I want. I have, like, all these... I have everything, right? I have everything that I would have ever wanted. And I have one alt. And my list of stuff to accomplish in this game is actually running out. It's, upgrade Luna Gems, upgrade costume, accessories, underwear, make sure they have the right stats, upgrade Aranor Cloak to tier 2, synthesize Aranor Cloak. That's my list. Like, before it had tons of stuff on it, but, like, with barely spending, like, you know, just for one other character and one other account, like, that's it. It's really easy to catch up, honestly. It's not that crazy. I think people just, underestimate it. Just broke your 6th try for a mythic figurehead? Oh, I'm sorry, man. See, that's the thing, is I don't want to get into that market. That's, like, that's another thing, too, actually. You bring up a good point, Fruck. Awesome. So for anybody who's, like, looking to get back into the game, like Yule, if you're still around, keep in mind, gear isn't the only people have been getting in the last 8 months since AAU came out, right? It's not just been gear. It's been boats as well, and they've been spending thousands and thousands of gold on boats. Yeah, exactly. Boats are an amazing gold sink. So, like, it's not just gear that everybody's been doing. They've been doing all these other things, too. So, yes, you can absolutely catch up. If you want to be super PvP-esque, you could probably get to a competitive point in 1 to 2 months, if you really try. And that entire time of the 1 to 2 months, you can still play classes that are extremely good in PvP, that most people are not playing, and you don't need any real gear for them. Like the Eidolon one that I showed earlier, or like Nightcloak. Those are really good classes you can play from the backlines and actually contribute massively to it. So, like, to raid versus raid and anything. So, I wish people did that more, you know? I wish there was less complaining and more people asking questions, like I did. Because I'm not getting this from nowhere. Like, what I'm saying right now, I learned over years of trying and practicing and doing different things. I wish more people just ask questions. And nobody... I don't know, people want instant satisfaction. And there are amazing games for that, right? There are awesome games for that, right? League of Legends, Overwatch, Dota, Valorant, or however, CSGO, you know, Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering. There's amazing games for instant action. Oh, they're so good too. Like, they're amazing. Fall Guys just came out, and I've been playing it, and it's great. I love Fall Guys. Right, but an MMO is a totally different beast. And especially when an arcade just scale where there's so much stuff hidden everywhere. It's really cool. Like you said, yeah, Fruck, awesome. There's so much to this game. You find new shit every day. Literally, I just learned last week something new, and I can't remember what it was now, but damn, what was it? It was actually, somebody laughed at me too. Hold on. God, who did I PM? Who did I PM and I asked them about it? What was it? It was so simple. God. And they laughed at me. They're like, how did you not know that? Oh, I know who it was. Hold on. Oh, yeah. It's this thing. Okay, did you guys know that in the Vocation Badge Shop... I didn't know this, by the way. Apparently it's been here for years. But the snowing table from the Vocation Badge Shop, okay? If you put this in your house and you use it, then sleeping in your bed takes 33% less time. I think I said that sentence correctly. Yeah. So like you could actually use this to speed up your sleep time. You learned that from a YouTube video like 2 months ago, dude. I had no idea this was a thing. It's been out for years. Okay, like I just thought it was a little snowing table. Okay, I'm not gonna get it because I don't want a snowing table, and to be honest, I still don't really care about it. I'll just wait out the 10 minutes while I'm sleeping, alright? I can go and, like, get coffee or something. But my point is, like, this has been in the game, and I have no idea about it. So, like, that's awesome. That's really cool. And then, like, my friend laughed at me. She was like, how did you not know this? Like, you know everything. And I'm like, no, clearly I don't. That's my whole point, is that you learn stuff in this game every single day. You know, like I said, like 10 minutes ago we were talking about how I was collecting jellyfish poison because I wanted to test some stuff with a harpoon, which I still haven't done actually, by the way. I still have the venom, but I gotta do the test. Anyways, I went through the ocean and I found the Sea Wise Queen, a giant, massive underwater destroyed ship with a storyline behind it that literally has been there for years, and I had no idea about it forever, right? Like, this game's been out for like 6 years in NAEU, and I just didn't know about its existence, period. So it's really cool, actually, that that kind of stuff is in the game. So I came across it, I did the quest, it was really cool. I swam around there for a little bit. Seemed to be actually a really good place to farm, what are these called? It seemed to be a really good place to farm brine-bound rock. I might actually go back there. But anyways, so like, that's really cool that that's actually a thing. What's actually also kind of cool is that storyline takes you into Sandeep, and you have to talk to the merchant. Merchant Vivian? Viviano? I just want to bring up something that's really cool with lore. Okay, I know that a lot of people don't like lore or whatever, but ArcheAge is crazy because the game is based off of just like a book series, or just really a book that was written by a Korean author years ago. So a lot of the lore in this game is very heavy, and there's tons to it. There's like so many different things. Just something that's like a cool little tidbit. I didn't go to I didn't go to the garden at all, did I? All right, whatever. Just forget it for today. I don't really care. So that questline takes you over to Merchant Viviano, okay? Which for 6 years was just a guy sitting in this room, okay? This guy, this is the guy, okay? Merchant Viviano, okay? And because of the Hereafter Rebellion, now we learn some more shit about this guy, and it turns out he's not really who he says he is, right? Like, that's crazy, that, like, the idea is that they turned this NPC, or maybe they had always intended this NPC to be a specific other person, which I'm not going to spoil for you, but do the Hereafter Rebellion, do the quest lines, read them. They are really, really good quest lines. The Hereafter Rebellion doesn't necessarily teach you more about lore. It actually does something a little different. It continues the storyline of ArcheAge, which is like one of the first times we've really seen that is through the Hereafter Rebellion and some other occasional things. But yeah, so this actually continues the storyline of ArcheAge quite nicely. And of course the Garden continues the storyline of ArcheAge, right? Don't get me wrong, this last thing that we got is pretty big, right? All the storylines and everything. I get it, you know. But this was crazy. This was really, really cool to do all of this stuff and complete it all. And like, I think over half of the stories from it are extremely dark and quite sad, but very cool, you know. Like, it's really cool that's the way that it is. And so it's just cool that, like, something from 6 years ago that was developed at the beginning of ArcheAge eventually sort of adapted to characters that were just, like, chilling in here, you know? Well, this guy specifically. It's very cool. And again, like, ArcheAge being one of the only games ever that I really feel like there's progression in the story, and there's progression that's, like, really cool and interesting. I know World of Warcraft has had really cool story progression, and they do tons of stuff. So they, of course, you know, are really cool for that. I know that people have had their complaints about it too, but I'm not going to get into that. My point is that you don't often get games that focus that much on the story just in the background for the people who are interested in it. And I don't know, ArcheAge does it really, really well, so I've been very happy with that. Yeah, I guess I'm going to skip the garden quest for today. I don't want to think about it, honestly. I'd rather just chill, hang out with you all. Alright. What could we do? Should we Should we go fight Heisenberg again? I feel like he's gonna beat me every time now. Man. Oh man, it's gonna be him. This is gonna suck. What server am I on? This is Win. Win server. Big, big, big money Chris. Yep, same person. Heisenberg. This is gonna be tough. He didn't switch up his build though. He might though. He might inside of there. I gave him his first loss, so I'm happy. But I don't think he's gonna lose twice against me. I think he will be much more prepared this time. And I'm much more tired because fighting him was not easy. Oh, I didn't switch his build, okay. Oh, he's playing much faster now. I can already tell. Wait. What? It actually did hit me?
Target is facing the wrong direction.
Oh, the flame bolt went behind him. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, he's got immunity, of course. Fucking hell. Yeah, he's playing much faster now. Like, actually, do you see it? Do you see the difference here? Am I, like, he's way better now. Like, I actually don't understand what happened earlier.
Out of view.
Like, it was a different person earlier when I was fighting him. Is that not right? That must have been what it is.
No target.
Like, I played with a different this wasn't Heisenberg 20 minutes ago when I played him before. I noticed that he was playing extremely slow. I noticed that he wasn't able to, like, do stuff. I gave him his first loss. It didn't make any sense to me. I'm so confused.
Target is facing the wrong direction.
That still got me. Jeez. Insulating lens? Wait, how did I break it before? I shouldn't have broken it before.
Target is facing the wrong direction.
He missed it. Amazing.
Target is facing the wrong direction. Target is facing the wrong direction.
No, I'm dead. Whew. Yeah. Damn. You know what? Leave him over there. Oh, he's fine, I guess. What? Are you shitting me? That was not within range. You gotta be kidding me. That's crazy. He just used freezing earth, but it actually hit me. Even though I shouldn't have been anywhere near him. Yeah, he got me. Okay, actually different person. Right? Like, I said at the beginning of the previous time that he was supposed to beat me, because he's playing a class that always kills melee. And I won. And he's literally... And he was extremely slow. Like, that was weird. Like, it confused me. You guys remember this, for the folks that were there earlier? Now it makes more sense. Someone else was playing his account. It has to be. There's no other way. Period. There's no way. I can't... You can go back to the stream. You could see it earlier. And you'll be like, that's a different person. 100%. It's so weird. It's very, very strange. What a weird situation. His mom. Maybe. They didn't do half bad. I mean, I think they were just clicking all the skills is all. Like, that's... The slowness, I could tell, was from clicking skills. And they weren't actually using their keyboard. Something weird. It was so weird. I don't know, but now I get it. Now I get it. It was a different person. It had to be. Unless they were like eating and they just couldn't touch their keyboard. Oh man. Aren't there gear match arenas? Yeah, so that was the balanced arena. The balanced arena being, it gives you get to choose the armor set, you get to choose what damage type, you get to choose your weapon type. Unfortunately, it's still kind of a rock, paper, scissors because of how powerful mages are, so mages do tend to be at the top of the list, and that is getting a little bit nerfed. Tanks also tend to get to the top of the list, however, that's actually being a little bit addressed possibly next week, as they are, for the first time in years, changing something with the balanced arenas. They are adding defense penetration and crit rate and crit damage to the builds inside of the balanced arenas. So now you can hopefully defense penetrate through a little bit more of somebody who's like a big tank in that arena, and it'll feel a bit better, right? We'll see how that changes things, hopefully next week. Japan got that in their patch, so it's possible that we'll get it with ours too. So, I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, technically we're not getting the fairies, right? And Japan got them. So maybe there was something wrong there. Maybe we won't get the full patch like Japan did. I'm not really sure. I guess we'll have to see. But, yeah, generally I like the balanced arenas much more. I mean, if you want a good example as to why I don't like the regular arenas, it's because everybody in there is a one-shot build. They just literally use a macro or use one ability and kill you instantly, which isn't that fun, right? But I'll do a gladiator arena just to show off a death because I want my extra Kyrios badge. If anybody's even in the gladiator arena. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh well. Anyways, in the meantime, if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to ask. Again, the main reason why I stream isn't for any kind of monetary purpose or whatever. You know, I have a job, so thankfully I am quite good right now with income. Everybody's happy, which is the most important thing. Mostly I do this just to help you guys answer questions. We chill, we hang out, we have a little conversation. Hopefully I can help give you guys more of a fun experience in Arcade, and a very positive experience in Arcade because of it. That's really the whole reason why I stream. So, you know, again, if you guys have any questions about things, please feel free to ask. If you want to theory craft a build or theory craft some kind of a gameplay style, you can ask those kind of questions too. You know, that's mostly what I'm here for. So, you know, don't be shy. If you guys have anything you want to learn more about, or you want to ask something about a video that I made, or mechanics, or whatever, this is a really good place to do it. Wow. Like dying, I need more water. I have to go get more in a second once I finish this one. Hey, Laboratory of Gaming. Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Alright, nothing in Gladiator Arena. Let's just go for our mobs while we chill. Actually, I don't really want to do Abyssal. I haven't done Abyssal Library probably in just a few weeks. So, like, I haven't been getting the income from there in so long, but I don't know, dude. Like, I have everything that I want. The only thing that I'm capped on right now is labor and getting more synthesis stones for my cloak. And, like, I don't want to upgrade my accessories. The actual value is ridiculously low for upgrading accessories. Like, they're already at tier 3, so I'm good. Upgrading my gear, this stuff, and this stuff, it's such low value, so I don't really want to do that. I might work on my costume and my underwear next, actually. In fact, what are the Onyx prices right now? What happened? Okay, I'll buy them when they're 3 again, jeez. Okay, I'm not gonna do that right now then. I'll just wait. I'll be patient, because I don't really care. Just stockpile money until then. Get more gold. Anyways, let's see, is anybody on for Nori? Not really. Yeah, Okay, well, I'll figure it out. Maybe I will do this then. Abyssal Library. I don't really want to, though. Like, I did this so much that I'm kind of burned out on Abyssal Library. It's kind of boring to me right now. I could do Hereafter Rebellion. I still like it. Mostly because I meme inside of the Hereafter Rebellion, and I just make a meme build. Which, again, way more interesting to me than actually playing normally, so... Alright, let's do meme build inside the Hereafter Rebellion again. Let's go. It's meme build time. But I'm not going to bring the dwarf like I did last time for meme build. I'll just get more melee swordsmen. Wait, what if I just do... What if I do 100% melee swordsman? No heroes. No, we need a healer, right? We actually do need Marion for healing. Otherwise, they just take damage and never recover it. And Prince Eason is just really good at reducing defenses of... Yeah, so I kind of have to. Well, I'm a defenseman build, so maybe reducing defenses isn't really necessary. Maybe I don't need Prince Eason. Oh, but I have to bring Bellion because of the swordsman buff. Okay, 2 heroes. We're going to try it, okay? Hereafter Rebellion with 2 heroes. Marion and Bellion, and that's it. Okay? And everybody else is going to be just swordsmen. Alright, let's do this. I'm excited. We can make this work. Also, everybody says you can actually teleport through the door. Like, everybody's been yelling at me saying, yes, you could do it. But I have not been able to since 6.5. And I can't test it. Alright, whatever. Actually, no, this is the same teleport as the bunny, so this should work, right? Yeah, see? It doesn't work for me. It's the same teleport. It's actually the same teleport. It even has the same cooldown. It's like, it's the exact same skill as the bunny teleport. So it should work. And I've been able to make it work with my Leomorph before, but like, literally, like, go right up to the door? I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. Here, I'll try it again. Then teleport? Alright, I'll do that. Like, before 4.5, or before 6.5, I've had, like, I never failed this. Oops. Before 4.5, I never failed this, ever. Look. And after 6.5, I've always failed this. Like, it's literally, before 6.5, just push at the door. Oh, okay. No, I didn't do that. Oh, I never did it that way. Oh, it's too late now. Well, hold on. Can I get in? No, whatever, it's too late. Works for you? Yeah, it works for everybody, but not me. Maybe they stopped me from being able to do it. I don't know, it's so weird. Because, like, literally, 6.5, before it, like, that wasn't even a thought to me. It was just, like, push the button, go through the door. Like, it never failed, it was easy. I didn't think it was possible to fail. And now, after 6.5, I have never been able to get it to work once. So it's just the weirdest thing to me. I don't understand what happened. Yet everybody else can get it to work. So, whatever. It's not a big deal. I'm out 1 minute. Okay, alright, whatever. It hasn't been a problem. I've still been able to get everything just fine. I don't really care that much. If I cared that much, then maybe I would take more time to research it, but nah. Alright, come here. Come here, Cook. Come on. Come here. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Come here. Now stand there. And get this aggro. And then go back here. Alright, get him, Cook. Nice. Oh, he's back on me. Nice. Oh, he's back on him. Excellent. I'm dead. Oh, we chill. Over here. Recall. He's returning. Hopefully the mobs aren't too close. No! Oh, we're good. I got him. Alright. Yes, heal my sandals. No! Heal sandals, not me. Okay. Alrighty. We want Marion, Bellion, and for this meme run, that's it. Alright, here we go. 5 elf warriors. Alright, let's do this. Let's see if this works. Oh my god.
Target is facing the wrong direction.
I think it should be fine. Right? I think so. Why wouldn't this work? I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright. Well, this is really easy. I don't need any healers. Every time we get somebody, we just put out another elf warrior. Look, they killed it for me. Alright. Another elf warrior. Okay. Oh, I need Wiggles. What am I doing? Wiggles, man. Bring Wiggles out here. He'll help. Alright, let's go. Alright, elf warriors. Engage. Taunt everything. Go, go, go. Oh, and I need to kill the archer. Alright, easy. They're back on me now. Archers. Nobody's died. I don't think they're even taking very much damage. In fact, of course not, because they have so much defense, it's crazy. They have... hold on, we'll check it in a second, but they have a ridiculous amount of defense. Alright, we can look at them now. Elf Warrior. They have 25,000 physical and magic defense, a ridiculous amount of shield block rate, which is, I think, the main reason why they're so good at not dying. In fact, you can see their health right now, and given that there is an extra healer, though, it's not really a good example. Oh, wait! I don't know if this actually works here. The loot drop rate potion, but let's just use it. Yeah, it didn't give me anything, but whatever. It's all RNG anyways, right? And I have so many of those potions, I may as well just use them in here. Alright, no, there were... No! Okay, well, it's a meme build, so, like, I made a mistake. I can't even recall... Okay, whatever. We'll kill these and then I'll redo it. I pushed the wrong one by accident. The archer's kind of useless because I don't have L tier. So I'm finding a huge issue with this build. I'm gonna end up dead at least several times. Alright, recall. Go here. Get Marion and Bellion and this. Thank you. Alright, let's get back here. Back on track. I don't think I'm going to be able to complete this in time, but whatever. At least it'll be really funny. In the end, that's all that matters. Oh, God, I'm really running out of mana. What do I think about Spellsinger in today's meta? I think it's really good, but in Raid versus Raid, so many people are using Songcraft buffs that you don't really get the full potential from Spellsinger. But you could totally switch around. Like, you could play any class you want at any point in time, Chris. So, yeah, play Spellsinger, try it out. It's really good for the Zeal proc, since you get extra crit rate from it. And then just mess around with it, why not? You know? And then you'll try out other builds, too, and you'll try out, like, you know, different other skill sets, and you'll see how they work for you, but it's perfectly good. And the true way is that you're going to want to probably have 2 or 3 different classes that you kind of know. And if you're new to the game, you'll get there. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry at all. Play a class that you're familiar with, learn it, and then move on to other ones after you feel like you're ready. And Spellsinger is definitely a good one to learn. It's fast, it's agile, it gets you kind of into the gameplay style of being very fast and learning combos and stuff. And you're pretty much able to solo whatever you need. There are other classes that are better for DPS or better for this or that, but don't worry about that, because if you're constantly just looking for better, you're probably paying less attention to just gearing up and doing other stuff. So play however you feel is good, and don't stress yourself out on this stuff, because otherwise you'll just end up quitting like other people if you stress out on trying to get specific things or specific builds, or if people tell you what to build, what to play, and then it sucks even more, which I never liked. But Spellsinger's good. Don't worry about it. Perfectly good. Perfectly viable, great for what it does. Good way to kind of learn the game and see how it works. Dink's Groove, do I still play Legacy? No, I uninstalled it earlier than when, a little earlier than before AU came out. So do not. So rip my character there. He is essentially dead to me. But you know what? I have everything that I had on Legacy. Literally everything. From a car to, like, my housing types, except for, like, the 3,000 Gilda Star house, to all of the crazy little things. I even have rocket boots now. I have my rocket boots back. I have my Magithropter Cloud thing. I have, like... God, I have everything. I have Wiggles. So... Yeah, my legacy character at this point will not be logged into anymore. The only thing that I don't have on this character, that I had back there that I can think of off the top of my head, is, I am missing the Red Dragon Wings. But that was like an event that came out in Legacy years and years and years ago. So at this point, unless they put it out for a cosmetic thing, which they did, again, on Legacy, so I hope they're going to do that here. And that'll be the only way that I get it, I think. It's the wings that go on the back of your... on your back, essentially. It's just like a... Look at all these guys! Look at all these warriors! Oh my god, because I only have 2 heroes. So there's so many warriors. Holy crap. It's so good.
Target is facing the wrong direction.
Oh my god. 2 heroes, by the way. How do I feel about Songcraft builds for Hereafter? That is like the best way to do it, honestly. Songcraft is so good for the Hereafter Rebellion. And especially against the dog. Honestly, when I was DPSing the dog, I would die more often. Because the DPS that I did would translate to metal stacks, and the dog would use those metal stacks to do more damage and heal himself more. So it was really bad, actually. I just switched to Songcraft and I just play songs, and that's it. And I killed the dog just fine. Following a lot of those YouTube guides with it is really good. And otherwise, you know, healers can do really, really well in here, because you don't need to take Marion. You can take some other hero or just more archers instead. Building a 3K Gilda house now, so many mats, yeah. I am secretly holding on to Gilda because maybe I want to get that again, but I don't even know where I build it. And, I mean, I don't have any other use right now for Gilda, so, you know, whatever. I'll hold on to it. You got your first and only dog kill that way, with Songcraft, I'm guessing, right? Where you're just not DPSing, you're just letting them do everything? Yeah, as long as you're using the archer buff that Eltyr gives and everything else, yeah, it should be good. There's no mana tower here. Oh well. Alright, is anybody gonna die here? That's the question. No, not really, right? Not really. I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Jeez. I'm the most vulnerable person here. My flimsy armor. Compared to these really bulky elf warriors. I'm nothing. Wait, is there a... Wait, what? There's a frickin' harpy up there. Look at them! What is happening? I've never seen that before. Oh, they're really trying to reach him, too. Get him! Nice! Look at you guys jumping. Nicely done. That's so weird. Alright, let's go. Come on, guys. We got more work to do. We only got a couple minutes left, so... We're not gonna get 500, but this has been a pretty funny meme build, so I'm happy. You had an archer stuck in a rock once? Usually, yeah, it happens to me all the time, too. I have to, like, move really far so they teleport out of the rock and come to me. That's the only way I've been able to fix that. Oh, you had an enemy archer stuck in rock once. Never mind, that's different. That's totally much worse. Yeah, Crashing Waves would be able to solve that, no problem. Oh my god. I like this. Look at how many lights there are. Look at all these frickin'... Look at them. Just throwing spears at things. It's so great. They're so good. Love it. Oh god. Don't kill me. Alright, aggro everything. Get him away from me. Nice. You did all Songcraft except for keeping Tiger Strike in the boss. I don't think Tiger Strike works in the boss because he's not actually really healing over time. What he's really doing... Oh, I guess maybe he is. I don't know. I've just noticed he heals from the main... the big hit. And the more metal stacks he has, the more damage he does, and the more damage he does, the more he heals from that one starving dog move. So if you just watch out for that, you should be good. Nobody's died, though. Literally. Maybe I don't even need Marion. Okay, yes I do. Oh, they're all healed, though! Oh, Marion is so good! Okay, boys. One more warrior. Let's do this. I'm gonna die like several times here, I think, but let's do this. Yeah. Oh. Oh boy. Wait, he reset. Wow. Wait, those guys reset too. Uh oh. This could be really bad for me. I might actually end up dead. Wiggles is dead. No, he's gonna use it. Oh my god. Okay, everything's going south suddenly. I need to just use this ability. Come on, get rid of... No. Okay, he's dead. Where's the dread guy? Where is he? There he is. Kill him. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm almost dead. Wait, what? I just lost him. Where is he? Dreadguard. Everybody kill the Dreadguard, please. One of my guys died, though. Through all this, one person died. Up. Come on, kill the Dreadguard. Do it. God, this guy's tankier than before. Probably because I didn't have Prince Eason with the defense penetration buff. We did it. We didn't get anything good today. Oh my god. Wait, we have 1 minute left. I can get 500, no problem. Think Leech might work better? I don't know what I'd leech. Oh, you can't leech anything, I think that's like super important in here. So like from the dog, you can't leech the metal stacks. It doesn't let you. Ah, no! Okay. Everything's fine. Nope. Don't you do it. Okay, we're chilling. Do we have 500 points yet? Yay! We're done. We only lost one person this entire time. Oh my god. We can build for the win. Alright, look at these guys though. There's so many. Look at them fighting. With their spears. Ah, that's it. It's daylight now. Alright, come here, guys. Good job. Look at all you. Look at all you boys. Look at all these Chads. Those guys back there don't even know how to get up to the front. That's how Chad they are. They'd rather patrol back and forth. Look at these guys. Oh, they have really cool shields. How do I get that shield? Look, it even glows. Wow, you guys have mythic shields. Kind of. It's kind of like the mythic buff, right? What sword do you have? I'm gonna judge you now. Alright, you don't really have anything that good. I want your shields, though. That's pretty cool. Alright, we're out of here. 513 points. Not quite 600, but still hilarious for the meme build, right? And I think it still worked out. Um, 500 points means that I have a chance to not get the necklace, right? And since I didn't get any sunglows today, I expect that my luck will continue to be pretty bad. Yep, no necklace. Alright, definitely not regrading today. It definitely doesn't seem like a good day for that. I don't have anything to regrade anything, because I'm not going air nor equipment, and I don't want to deal with that. But were this legacy 5 years ago, that'd be a different story. Alright. Are they just shooting each other? I don't think you need to practice with that ability. I think it kind of auto-casts. I'm not sure what's happening here. Alright. Anyways, we're chilling. So if anybody has any questions, if you guys are just lurking, if there's anything you want to learn about Arcade or any mechanics you want to know more about, please feel free to ask all of those questions. Now is a really good time to do that. The weather might not... Yeah, honestly, yeah. Real life stuff, way more important. Hey, Invictus. That's a really happy face. Jeez. But yeah, I get it. It's been pretty bad right now for a ton of people. A lot of my friends haven't been able to play lately. But you know, it's a video game, so you'll get back to it. Hopefully once everything else clears up. This tropical storm, right? Is it? It's just a tropical storm at this point, right? I don't think it was ever a hurricane. I don't even know the name of it. Thankfully, it's not affecting me. But if I go to weather.com, and hopefully if it doesn't just instantly bring up a video. Wow, why is this not like the... What? Where's the tropical storm? Why is there no news about it? Whatever. Whatever, man. Hopefully everything will be okay for you, though, and Jeru. Too much rain. After all the storms, I guess. After everything else passed. Ugh. Oh, so you're not actually affected by the other stuff on the East Coast, or is it just... Oh, everybody... Okay. Everywhere around you has been flooding. Yep. I see. Well, the most I can say is hopefully that's, that passes by. And then you get back to video games after. What? Oh, okay. I see. Alright. Let me check one thing here. Getting PMs. Alright. Anyways, anything else? What else is going on? You guys have any other questions or things? Other... What's happening? Anything interesting? I think we're just all waiting until next week. Odyssey, you still around? Odyssey said earlier that the PTS was supposed to come out today. CA Odyssey. So they had to delay it. Okay. Well, maybe we'll be on PTS tomorrow then. If so, that would be great. Then we can do some streams on the PTS. I don't really know exactly what I want to do. I know, there's been quite a heat wave in the EU. It's rain there, heat wave. Yeah, if we just shared a little bit of the rain, everybody would be a lot happier, right? Meanwhile, I'm sitting in a room that, with an AC directly behind me that I don't even have on, which is nice. What do you mean, what the hell did it? No, it's good. What's wrong? What the hell? Oh, because you don't know what Fahrenheit is. I get it. Midnight. Midnight night. Oh, might night. Oh, might night is very different, yeah. Might night's very different from midnight. Might night is what happens when I have to show off my very lucrative strength to all my friends. And make sure that I have to, you know, lift some really heavy objects. That's what I call might night. What's the triple slash trip combo? You don't think you know it? For regular triple slash now. Oh, look at you using all those emotes. It's all good. You should see me after a stream. I'm extremely tired. I could barely think. I mean, it's already happening, right? So, triple slash on all three versions used to cause shaken. Well, on all three versions it used to cause shaken. And that would only happen on the first attack if the target was snared. So you'd use charge to snare the target, then triple slash to cause shaken, and shaken actually causes movement speed reduction. And because of that, whirlwind slash would trip, because the first attack of whirlwind slash on a slowed target, which includes shaken, would trip the target. So that's the very basic triple slash combo. It's changed, and it's going to change again, because first of all, Quake does not have that slow anymore. So you cannot get slow or distress or snare. What the fuck is it called? See, now I'm like that. See, now I'm just being Pepega. It doesn't inflict shaken anymore. So you have to use one of the other versions of triple slash to get shaken off. As of next week, this won't even do shaken. It'll just do a slow, actually. And I believe shaken actually changes. Shaken does not cause movement speed reduction anymore. Distress is still the same thing, but shaken instead lasts longer, and I think just does everything else like it normally did. So they're changing shaken. It's kind of a little bit of a different debuff. Distress is staying exactly as it is. You log back into your 4K gear score. Welcome back to the video game. Your innocent ears. What happened? Yeah, you still have Quake, so yeah. So I've kind of... Yeah, they changed Quake. It was nice, but I never liked it because it was very slow. So I've just changed over to Blade Flurry and have learned how to deal with the whole this teleporting thing that happens. And honestly, it isn't too bad, but it does take a lot of practice. Meanwhile, yeah, you'd have to use just a regular version of Triple Slash if you want to do that combo. It's not going to be an AoE anymore. Now, that said, you can still use behind enemy lines pretty nicely. In fact, I don't know if they changed it in the next patch. Let me see really quickly. But right now, and for very long, behind enemy lines, using it on a snared target would cause distress, which is, again, one of the most powerful debuffs in the game. It's like crowd control without it being actually crowd control, because it slows the target, it slows attack speed, it slows, I think, cast time. It makes them receive less healing, it lowers their skill damage across the board. Like, it's very good. Very good. Distress is awesome. And I used to play Cursebrand back when they didn't do some of these changes, back when I could use Triple Slash Quake for Shaken. I would play in a way that would just constantly cause distress and keep distress on a target forever. And it was really cool. I liked that gameplay style, but, you know, recently you kind of have to shift away from that now, especially with next week's patch. Alright, so I was going to look up something. XL Games Arcade Calculator. Alright, and I want to see, does Bell do distress? It does. So actually, yeah, so they're not changing it. So if you snare a target and then use Bell on them, you can actually still cause distress in the new patch, and distress is really good. So hopefully people start doing this more often. The problem is, I think a lot of Melee use this version of behind enemy lines, which, instead of causing distress, causes tripped. But I never liked this because, like, I don't know, I can cause trip a million other ways, right? Why would I want to do it this way? You know, and then putting it on cooldown so that it can't trip them again for a long time, it was never really nice, so I didn't do this combo. Other people use Gale because they really want their charge to come back, the charge skill. It decreases the cooldown of it. But because of parrying and getting all the skills back from Battle Rage, I never really found that useful. So I just stuck with the default behind enemy lines. But anyways, now I don't even use it anymore, because I'm so reliant on Swiftblade, if anything. Quake with two-handed with slow motion fighting, with so much damage and AoE pulls. Yes, definitely. And you still might want to switch to it and use it, right? You still might... Oh, now he does the strength of the faction. I literally just came out of Year After Rebellion. Alright, whatever. But yeah, it's so slow. Gosh, I don't know. It was even slow with dual wielding. I didn't like how slow it was. But now, yeah, you may want to switch a different version if you want to do that trip combo for sure. Are there patch notes out yet? Yeah, and Jiro's answer is correct. Not officially. We have patch notes from Japan and I guess Russia, because I think they recently got it. But, you know, if we're not getting the fairies in ours, then who knows what else we don't have, right? Or who knows what else is different. So, yeah, if they were supposed to put out the PTS today, but they're delaying it, they might actually give us some patch notes as, like, work-in-progress patch notes soon. But if you want to go over to Japan's instead and you want to take a look at that, you could. I don't have a link for it offhand, but I'm sure Invictus has something, or somebody else might. Off the top of their heads. I assume you're here, yeah. If there's anything specific you want to look at, go for it. Just hover over on your screen. Wouldn't that be cool if that was a thing? What link? Oh, to the Japan, the Japanese patch notes. I got it. I can bring it up because I just looked at it recently. All I have to do is go to Japan's website, and they make it very easy, actually. In Arcade Japan, they just have a patch notes button, and then you just translate it. It's very quick, very nice. Translate this page, copy and put into chat. There we go. Oh, my weapons. Okay. Yeah. So dagger main hand, which I'm gonna keep using even after they fix the problem, because I freaking love the fast gameplay. It's the most fun gameplay ever. And so that is all defense penetration, and I'm a defense penetration build, so I have crit rate. And then the offhand is an axe, which will still benefit me later once it does more damage again. And same thing. Same thing with all the gems and everything. And I'm not going to get these to Eternal because the actual bonuses that I get for that, for the cost, is just not worth it. It's very, very low amount of extra attack versus the cost of it being ridiculously expensive. And the extra gem slot, also not really necessary. Not at this stage of the game for me. So maybe way, way, way later. I'd rather spend and use gold on other things, like my costumes and stuff, and my underwear, than going and trying to get my weapons to be Eternal. Plus, I don't know if I want them to be Eternal, because the red look right now matches my costume great. And as we all know, fashion age is extremely important. And, yeah, so, like, this is really nice looking. Why would I ever want it to become purple? This is really nice looking. Why would I ever want it to become purple, right? That's a flute. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It's a joke. It's, anyways. Yeah, so, like, I don't know, man. I don't want to go for Eternal. I think it's great where it is. Like, if you compare this with the stats of somebody who does have an Eternal weapon, that is a melee. Death Wish. There we go. This guy's a dagger. No, they have a katana. But look at that. 62 more. 62 more damage. 62 more damage on the weapon, which translates maybe to, like, 50 more melee attack. 50 more melee attack is, like, maybe 100 more damage on Twin Shadow Slash. It's really super minor. Like, I don't really need that. It's not that crazy. Oh, here's an axe. 67, yes, the same thing. Yeah, it's expensive, right? So, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not spending on things I don't... Like, I'm not spending gold on things that I feel are inefficient for stats and stuff, right? I'd rather spend it on other things first. Yeah, going to Eternal, which gives a massive... Or, I'm sorry. Going to Eternal, which is very, very costly, and gives a very insignificant boost to stats, gives you the most amount of gear score, right? But I don't care about that. Like, that doesn't make any sense for me, right? If I get 1 point of gear score, I'd better get a ridiculous amount of stats for it. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to min-max here. I'm not looking at gear score, I just need stats. And so the stats I need right now is from the undergarments and my costume, and so that's kind of what I'm looking at next. Kind of in addition to my cloak. Only because I can upgrade it just for labor, right, and just farming, which I would do anyways. So I'll just get that done over time. And then, like, my pants would be nice, but toughness scales off, so it's not that big of a deal. My shirt would be nice, but I don't really need that much more resilience right now. Ugh, excuse me. So it's like, I don't know. I don't really need them. I'll get them some other time. It's not that crazy. The cost is too expensive. I could get my flute up for extra 10 attack speed and like 0.2% parry rate, but again, why even bother, right? I'd rather do other things first, so it's kind of how I'm prioritizing things a bit. I don't know if... Were you looking for something specific, Laboratory of Gaming? I don't know if you were or not. Is anything happening? Oh. Archery quest. Archery quest. Okay. Let's go. That's it? Okay, cool. Oh, they're all Denistrius. They might just be waiting for their friend. Yeah. They're just waiting for their friend. These guys already started. Alright, whatever. The biggest thing about Eternal is the extra gem slot, and that's it. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Now, okay, I'm gonna say, actually, if you're a crit damage build, you probably do need that gem slot, but only because people now have so much resilience that you kind of need the extra damage. But, like, I don't know, it's like, it's so expensive, right? Like, if you haven't gotten your costume and your underwear to Eternal yet, then, like, I wouldn't even bother with the weapons going to Eternal. And right now, Onyx prices are really high on Win compared to normal. I know it's nothing like Tyrannos, right, guys? And Tyrannos is like 10 gold or something for an Onyx, which is ridiculous. But still, I don't want to pay these prices, so I'm going to wait. And then I will, like, get what I need to upgrade my costumes, which actually... How much stuff do I have for that? I actually don't know. What do I need? I need 31 stones to get up to Legendary. And I have 63 plus 1, so 64. I have 40 Missigons crystals, so I need more of those. Oh, these are actually really cheap right now. They've been going down in price. Their average is 30, but these are for 26. I'm not gonna do this soon, though. And the price has been going down. I'll just wait. I don't know. It's not that crazy. Yeah, Tyrannos, I think, from what I understand, Tyrannos is like... Anybody on Tyrannos that can confirm? Anybody in chat that's on Tyrannos? Is Onyx prices, like, really crazy there? Like 10 gold for an Onyx? Is that true? That's gotta be crazy. Like, actually crazy. What's the status of diamond shores? It's in peace. I'll go over there really quick. I want to show off my new endeavor while we're just chilling anyways. I'm not really waiting for anything. Guys, if you're just lurking, if you guys have any questions about Arcade stuff, please feel free to ask. This is a really good place to do it. We're just kind of chilling, hanging out. I'm not doing anything too crazy. So, oh, you're on Win? Oh. Oh, yeah, of course. I think you've been commenting on the YouTube videos too, right? Sorry, I'm terrible with names, so I never end up remembering things. But I don't know who you play on Win. Do we see each other often? I think you mentioned it once. Maybe. I have such a horrible memory, and I'm aware of it, so... You guys are gonna have to keep me up to speed with these things. So look at this, I started with bears. This is the first time I've ever done breeding, so I had to look up a guide that was 7 years old to know how to breed. And it's just the funniest thing, dude. Like, I made this guy... Like, it's so funny. I made this guy, what is it? I don't know, enthusiastic so that he mates with everybody. And, like, 17 bears just immediately decided to, canoodle with him instantly. 17 bears canoodling instantly with this thing. It's crazy, man. What a stud. Literally a stud. So now we'll see if they actually become pregnant. We'll see in 10 hours. Happens if you get old, I can't remember things. Oh, yeah, I know, I'm old. Well, that's... You know, to be fair, I've been old then for a long time, because my memory has never been that great. You're Chris. Oh! Or Kairos. I didn't know... I never know how to say your name. Same. Oh, man. You and me both, then. It's okay. We'll survive. This is why I take notes all the time for things, instead of trying to remember them. It's much easier. Much easier. I get around my memory problems by writing things down. Which isn't the worst thing in the universe. And it's so good on like a job interview when they say, what's your weakness? And I say, oh, I have one. It's not made up. I have to write things down. And it's like, alright, good. You got away with, with doing that. With that question. Without revealing too many things. So good. Welcome aboard. Alright. What else? Oh, man. Oh, Kairos. Okay. Kairos. Alright. Easy. No problem. Post-it saved me? Yeah, I have post-its on my desktop. It's great. On my wallpaper desktop. I don't really use them anymore, I guess, so I shouldn't say that. I used to use post-its on my desktop. A different app, not the glitchy one from Windows 7 that would cause people vulnerability issues. No, a new one that people made, but I haven't used it in a long time. Look at this guy. Look at this guy with his bears. I don't think he's doing the bears properly. Because, from what I understand, they're supposed to be thriving all the time. The female bears have to be thriving, and then when you make a stud, all the thriving ones that are nearby canoodle with them. Well, whatever, I don't know. I just looked up a guide online, alright? What do I know? I haven't messed around with breeding too much. I have no idea. I haven't done, like, trade routes and stuff. I have no idea about it. You miss Windows 7? I don't know. I actually don't. I've been liking... I've liked Windows 10 quite a bit. It's had its moments where it's been pretty terrible, but, I get it. Should I grow Xperia items? I don't know. Oh, I have a lot of prestige. Get some more Missigons crystals. I'm gonna need them anyways. Oh, actually... I mean, I could buy them all out and then just resell them for like 35. But then that screws me over because I want the price to go down. The problem is that I want the Onyx price to go down. And that is weird. It's being very weird. I guess it's not really... It's very close to 4. I'll wait a little bit longer before I do anything. I'm not going to touch this market because I don't know what I want to do when I interact with it. 10 is okay, never had any problems with 7. That's true. I've never had any problems with 7. I agree. And 10 is like, oh man, I constantly have sound issues, or I have to deal with the sound menu too much, or I have to deal with Bluetooth issues, or yeah, I agree. 7 was definitely more stable. 10 feels like it's always in beta. We're the beta testers for an operating system. Oh man. They want to upgrade me and my work computer from 7 to 10 soon. They actually have to. Like, I don't want them to, but because now they're starting to tie so many things in with Windows 10, I actually have to. It sucks. Don't want to upgrade to 10. But you know what? I don't even use the start menu from Windows 10. I use a third-party program called Classic Shell, which you can look up online, Classic Shell. And it essentially, it's like a highly customizable start menu. And it just makes it look like Windows 7 for me, you know? So it's much easier. I don't have to deal with all the boxes. It's my favorite thing. I love it. You had 10 for 1 week and had to reinstall Windows because you couldn't change your Windows settings? Oh my god. Alright, well that's pretty bugged. Jeez. It just wouldn't let you change any settings? That's so random. Alright, let me go farm something. Over here. I'll at least practice my combos while I'm not thinking too much. What do I farm? I want to farm Synthesis, but we don't have a castle right now, so I don't want to have to... I don't have to deal with that. 17 minutes, maybe I'll do that later. Gauges? I don't think I need any more crates. Oh! I know what it's doing. You couldn't even open the settings. You know, I faintly remember having a similar issue. Like, I'd open the settings, it would crash. The settings menu would crash. Is that what you had? But I don't remember how I fixed it. Or what I did. I didn't reinstall. I just don't know what I did either. Or maybe it's a different issue, I don't know. Oh, you know what, I can do the prestige quest as well. I probably should anyways, because I need the prestige. Again, we're just kind of chilling today, so anybody who's lurking in, any new folks in the stream, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. Zooming back in a bit, storm kicking up. Alright. Good luck. Good luck with the storm. Nope, settings open and closed again at the same moment. Yeah, it was something like that. Sorry, it didn't... You're right, it technically didn't crash. It would just open and close. That's exactly what it was doing on mine as well. Same thing, then. But it wouldn't actually, like, crash to the point where, like a pop-up would say this thing is crashed. It would just instantly close again. I don't know how I fixed that. You ended up reinstalling, but I did something else. I just don't remember what it was. I think it was maybe something in a registry file. Like, that was a common issue? I mean, I guess... I've probably found my solution online, but geez, man. Small indie company, right? This whole Microsoft thing. Putting out an indie operating system. On the other hand, it took only 10 minutes to reinstall. So, okay, that's good, yeah. I guess that's, the upside, yeah, it's actually, it was really easy to, like, upgrade from 7 to 10. There was really no hassle in it, which was great, and clearly a big focus for them, to make it easy to upgrade, but let's worry a little less about making it stable, you know? We'll get to that. We'll get to that part later, alright? Yeah, it's maybe not finished, but at least it's easy to get there, right? At least it's easy to upgrade. Then they're stuck with us. There's nothing they can do, and then we'll just update them later with the new stuff. They really got us, too. It worked. I'm still using Windows 10. I guess you have to now. Now there's really no choice. Your prestige. Okay. Okay. Cool. Same with Riot Games. League of Legends clients is one. It is, yeah, it is a big mess. I've had to reinstall it on several occasions. And I don't even play much League of Legends, so that tells you how much that was. Like, literally, every time I would go play League of Legends, I'd have to reinstall it. And I barely played it. Like, I played it occasionally every few months. And then when that new game came out, and the chess game, what was it called? Like, the thing. Whatever that fad was. TFT. Yeah, Team Force 2. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, when that thing came out, you know, of course I had to reinstall it again. Teamfight Tactics. There we go. Thanks. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, I had to reinstall it then too, of course. Of course it did. Every time. Which was, actually, I really enjoyed that. I liked that whole gameplay style. And of course, like, I think the fad is over now. I don't think anybody's really playing that. Well, actually, no. Right? Because, like, Riot really made a Teamfight Tactics into a thing. And I think Dota did as well. But, I don't know. I think it's kind of died out now, right? It's not that popular. Still doing good? Alright, well, that's good. I mean, it's not... Yeah, it's not like it was 6 months ago, right? I don't think they're playing it, like... Do big streamers still play TFT? Because then, for sure, it's doing good, right? Who were some big streamers used to play back in the day? I'm sure, like, Shroud and who else? I know a bunch of people used to play it, but, like... It was for a short period of time. You don't think so? 15k viewers at the moment? How much is it for League of Legends? Like 20 million? Man, it's crazy, dude. League of Legends is still crazy after all this time. 150k, 10 times the amount. Wow. Alright. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, that's not too bad. That's not too bad for TFT, I would say. I just felt like it was too much RNG. Like, I liked the idea behind it all, and then it became too much RNG, and I was like, alright, well, I get it. It's a fun game, but... you know, where's the cash shop? I'm kidding. How do I pay for more power? Completely kidding. I never play games that way. No! No! Okay, honestly, I don't think I've pushed Divine Blessing in like 3 weeks now, so me pushing it accidentally doesn't make any difference at all, but whatever. I'm still sad that I pushed the button when I didn't mean to. Even though it's like, I never push it. I really need to. I have it on a hotkey, and I need to push it more often. I'll get to pushing it in 8 hours. The RNG is killing the fun, but it's okay to play with friends from time to time. Oh, I don't think I've ever played that with friends. Any of those games. Is that something you play with friends? Really? Like, you don't even interact with them. Right? Wanna buy edit button? Edit button. What do we need an edit button for? Oh, for like matches? That'd be cool. If you could set up like custom matches or something. Is that not a thing? Or are you referring to something else? Oh, I didn't loot that. Oh, for your typos. Oh, don't worry about that. Who cares, dude? Literally, we're on Twitch. You think anybody cares about typos on Twitch? You think anybody has ever yelled at anybody else for misspelling something on Twitch? You care. Alright, well, that's good enough then, I guess. I don't have to... I'm not gonna fight that. That's perfectly fair. Alright, come here, everybody. Alright, I'm here to deal out fresh death in an AoE fashion. loot everything. Do I even care about the loot? Yes, I do. And then I guess Hiram. Man, I kind of want to make an Elf build. Am I going crazy? I kind of want to make an Archer build. Is that... Should I... Oh, I could! I could do it. I just need, I just can do it with Disciples gear. Oh, I can make an Archer off-spec with Disciples gear. Right? Yeah? Can I use the Disciples bow? It's probably not, right? Because the Disciples bow probably doesn't synthesize. It does. Probably not, right? I kind of want to... Okay, so hear me out, because I really do... Like, I've always kind of wanted to play Archer, but I love melee too much. So, you know, like, I love this gameplay style. But I like Archer because it's, like, challenging, right? And there's a lot to it, and I think people are really underutilizing a lot of different skills and skill sets. So I'd like to be there to, like, prove it and, like, I would have loved to be playing Archer and, like, leading the charge on meta. So that I would be like, oh man, look at this guy, he plays Archer so well, and he plays it so weirdly with his, you know, different builds. I would love to be that guy, but I just never started early for that. Just go for an Aranor? Yeah, okay. Okay there. Alright. Okay. So what I was thinking is that when they... I think Archer would be really strong to play. It is. It's totally really strong to play correctly. But I think, like, everybody sticks to, like, Primeval still, Ebonsong, and I don't think enough people are going Avatar, and Shroud Master, and Grave Blower, and Weed Whacker. I think all these classes that are really underutilized could be, like, the next best thing, but nobody wants to try them because they're so used to their current builds, right? So, like, you know, why not throw a Weed Whacker into the mix every now and then? I would like to be that guy to, like, try it, right? Yeah, Avatar, yeah. Avatar's a class in this game. That wasn't even the joke class when I said that. The joke class was Weed Whacker. That's not an actual class for anybody playing along with the game. But yeah, so a lot of people go Aromancy, Shadowplay, Archery, which is Primeval, and then people will switch out Aromancy for Songcraft, which is Ebonsong, right? But I'd say switch out both of those for Swiftblade and play Avatar. Because Swiftblade is really good because it gives you more movement speed, it gives you more defense penetration, it gives you a lot of movement abilities, it gives you the ability to actually, you know, lose aggro with Blink, Mist. Dusk Shroud is pretty good. Fleeting Footsteps is alright. You know, whatever. Anyways, my point is, like, there's a lot of possibilities here, and most archers are dual wield, so this actually makes sense to play this sort of way, right? In fact, I'd say all archers are dual wield, so, like, this works really, really well. And in fact, if you have a dagger main hand instead of, like, a club or something, then all of these melee abilities would be even faster, technically, for an archer. So, like, I've started to see avatars a little bit. I'd say go one step further. Screw Shadowplay, man. Let's get rid of Shadowplay for archers. Let's do it. Let's get rid of Shadowplay. No more Shadowplay for archers. Let's put in anything else, like Occultism for Gravebow, like Witchcraft for Twisted Shot, which I still think is a really good class that is really underutilized, and works really well between Swiftblade and Witchcraft, especially in the next week. Other people could maybe go Swift Shot if they want a little bit more Battle Rage, but I wouldn't do that. Or just whatever, you know? Windshaper. That's an interesting class name with sorcery. Vitalism for Light Soul, if you just want to snare from range, I guess. Grimshot, if you want to teleport around, like, oh my god, dude, Grimshot's amazing! Hello? Why is nobody playing Grimshot? You literally teleport randomly and nobody's gonna catch you. And then you can petrify them and keep someone somewhere with Malicious Binding. New meta, guys, Grimshot. I think there's about a Grimshot that anybody's going to be playing this in the next 2 years. But, Blink Hunter. What are these classes? Blink Hunter. If you blink, I swear to God I'm going to get you. Don't you blink. Alright? I catch you. I'm going to catch you. If you fucking blink, I'm going to catch you. I'm a Blink Hunter. Man, there's a lot of crazy classes in this game, huh? Don't blink. Meanwhile, Archer and Legacy gem movement speed in their shoes and wonder why they get killed in 2 seconds. Nobody's gemming movement speed in their shoes. Invictus, I want you to take a screenshot of one person who does that. No way. I don't believe it. That's wacky. That's a wacky thing. Okay, because why do that when you can literally just play Swiftblade and get 30% movement speed forever? Like, the way that you can play archery with Swiftblade is, and you just get movement speed for an extremely long time, is great. Yeah, if you're already online, you can send me a screenshot. If you're not, don't even bother. I believe you. I'm just making a joke. You know I believe you, obviously. But yeah, like, it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. And so, like, I wish I was an archer so that I could play wacky builds and still do really well. Anyways, and also because they're coming out with a musket soon, and I'm a little interested in that. Let's be honest, you know, the main reason why I want to have an archery off build is because I want to mess around with a musket eventually. Okay, secret's out. Everybody knows now. Yeah, I kind of want to see how that works. But who doesn't, right? Who wouldn't want to go archery in 2020 if we ever get the new skill set and such? Right? Very excited about that. I mean, I want to use it, whatever that skill set is, I hope that I can use it as a utility skill set. Instead of occultism, throw in musket blower, or whatever the new skill set's going to be called. What do they call it? Hatred? Nah, I don't know. They called it something, but anyways. I'm excited for it. I'm excited that archers will have more options, even another weapon type, and so on. Very cool. And I mean, to be fair, are there any archers in chat that feel the same way? Like, are there any archers in chat that feel like you have to play Primeval and Evensong? And have you guys tried out classes with Swiftblade and other stuff? Anybody in chat who has this experience, or are we all melees in here? Or is everybody asleep? I guess that would be a thing too, right? So everybody's taking a nap right now. Let me check one thing. I need to go over to my Twitch page very quickly. Hopefully I can mute myself. There we go. I need to go here. Give me 1 second. Gotta check something with the stream. Is this gonna link to me? Oh man, they're not hosting me anymore. I was looking at Gamigo Games. So I'm part of Team Gamigo Superstars now, because they invited me, and you can be on multiple teams, so I thought, why not? And I want to know what they're doing with this team. I want to, like, am I advertised now on the Gamigo website? Like, am I... Hello, if anybody's looking at me on the main webpage, what's up? I'm playing Arcade, it's a very cool game. You can ask me questions. That's what I do here. Superstars, I know. I complained. The name is a little cheesy. And by a little cheesy, I mean really, really cheesy. But I don't know. Maybe they'll change it, maybe not. I think they just made it today. I don't know if that was a lie or not. Because, like, in the email, they were like, yeah, we just made it today. Smiley face. Like, alright, well, geez. Alright. They invited me to it. I can't take a screenshot. They're wearing rabbit slippers at the moment. Oh, well, don't worry about it, yeah. But I believe you that somebody's going, you know, movement speed for it. I kind of wanted to do movement speed. I did movement speed back with my cold-blooded boots, the level 30 dungeon gear, because we couldn't actually put resilience in there, because resilience required level 50 equipment. So back in the old days, back in the before times, I had to use movement speed in my level 30 dungeon gear on Legacy that I used for 5 years. Oh, there we go. What's that? Movement speed and physical defense. Okay, now... That's really cringy. Physical defense instead of resilience. I don't know, whatever. I'm not gonna try to make... Look, hey, Invictus, hold on, alright? Yesterday, we had an occurrence on our server, on Win, okay? Somebody regraded something. Oh no, it wasn't on our server. It was on Stena. It was in Choco's chat, Darth Chocolates' chat. That's what happened. And Darth Chocolates clicked on something that got synthesized, okay? And it was boots that were filled to the brim with healing gems. And we were like, what happened there? Why is he going healing gems instead of whatever, you know? And we came to the conclusion that they're probably just a PvE spec, and they don't actually do any PvP at all. So they just want to maximize their healing. Which, I mean, alright, I guess, you know, that's a thing. So maybe that person did the same thing. Maybe whoever you linked is just, you know, they're just a PvE spec, right? They don't want to do PvP, that'd be crazy. Just fight mobs all day, that's it. All good. Oh god, I'm gonna have so many infusions, this is gonna suck. Oh, no, the two of you know are PvP, or try to. Well, I have no comment. Hey, what do I do with these blue infusions? I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, I really want to toss them out the window. The Radiant Haram infusions, I think, unless I actually do try to go and make a Haram build for archery, just to have an off-spec, I am a little confused as to what to do with all of them. Now, fun fact, in Korea, they have a box for infusions, and it's like a storage chest like these guys. So you can open up your storage chest of infusions, and here they all are. You can upgrade it to 50 and 70 slots. To get it, though, you have to get, I think, something off the marketplace, and then use 100 Lord tokens to upgrade it into an actual chest that can store them. So it's a little different. However, it exists, which means we can beg Gamigo for it. Alright? So get your typing fingers ready, as opposed to the fingers you don't use for typing, like your toes. What's that? Oh, Eternal. And yeah, go beg Gamigo for an infusion box, because it exists in Korea, which means we can have it too. Alright? Actually, eventually, right? Whenever it gets added to our patch. Why can't I open this? It's like glitching. Oh, there we go. Movement speed, movement speed, movement speed, movement speed, movement speed. So what is that in total? 15, so 15.5% movement speed? 15.5% movement speed, which is like still half of what Swiftblade would provide. And resilience right at the end, right? Okay, so maybe they're starting to replace them. Wait, they have movement speed as their Lunafrost too? Okay. Alright. Okay. Can we also talk about how they have received magic damage decrease? So, they have enough movement speed to not worry about melee, is what I'm seeing here. And instead are just worried about mages, because they can still shoot them sometimes. Alright. Okay. Wait, does this person sound like something? Huh? Wait. It's not for sale, though. Oh, maybe they're selling it to a specific person. What is this, though? Is this, like... What is actually on sale? Is it the treehouse? Hold on, I'm missing a shot. Oh, there's even more. Oh my god. Why? They're PvE builds. They went for toughness too instead of resilience. That's so weird. Maybe they don't play anymore, right? Maybe they don't know. I don't know, that's very strange. But maybe they're okay with it. I don't know. Maybe they just want to be really fast. Like Sonic. They do play. Oh, man. Okay, it is the treehouse. This treehouse is on sale, but to a specific person. Treehouse is 28 by 28, right? Housing... The Beanstalk is a mansion, 44 by 44. But... For Gilda... The treehouse... Where's the treehouse? What? Wait, what? Is it not here? I have to go to Mirage just to check? I'm pretty sure it's 28 by 28, though. Oh, here it is. Birch Treehouse. 28 by 28. Yeah, it's considered a large house. Alright. Legacy is weird. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that. So what is this, then? Oh, this is on sale, too. Okay, so the gazebo farm... And this thing is on sale. What about this guy? Is this also on sale? Private. No, they're only selling part of their land. Wait, I want this. I want the mini cradle. Damn. Is it even tradable? I think it is. I never got it during the event. I kind of want a mini cradle. Oh, they put a little candle on it. Wait. Did they all have a candle on it? Damn, I missed out. I should have gotten the mini cradle. Damn. I gotta wait a whole year for that event. Crap. Or just wait in the auction house until it pops up, I guess. By the way, the last two both were 70 to 18k gear score. They should know better at this point. Yeah, well... Yeah. I'm not gonna comment on people's gameplay styles, right? I'm just gonna silently watch from the background. And that's it. That's what I do. Oh, let's put this away. Oh. Look at all my infusions, though. What am I supposed to do with all these? Like, actually, I just want to toss them out. I came here for a reason, though. I was looking for something. I was looking for the festival coins. Possum, Lantern, and Daru. I only have 3, so I don't think, even if the machine was up, I could turn them in for a mini cradle. Judge them in silence? Yeah. Because what if one of them is watching? And then now they're embarrassed that they're using movement speed in their... Actually, I don't think they should be embarrassed. I think if that's what they're going for, it's perfectly fine, you know? Like, you wouldn't want to make changes to your build. Like, don't fix what's not broken, right? If they're fine with their builds and they're okay with dying a little more often, just, you know, to have more movement speed, cool. I'm not one to judge that. That's perfectly fine. Or if it's a PvE build or whatever, I think it's fine. It's just weird, right? Because it's not efficient on a PvP level. And not everybody is trying to be efficient on a PvP level. Some people just really want to run around fast. And I think that's fine. I won't judge them out loud at all. Any other questions in chat? What else is going on? What's happening? You guys want to theory craft some stuff? You guys have any questions about Arcade things? What's happening today? So it's Friday, right? Friday is actually... I've noticed Friday streams usually are a little bit quieter and have less people in them, and we're definitely proving it today. So, you know, if you guys have any, if you guys want to break the silence, if you guys have any questions about Arcade stuff, let me know. If there's any videos you guys want me to make too, let me know too, because we could do that like right now. We can record something and then put it out on YouTube if we need to. A couple days ago, I put out a video about the combat log and how to make one and how to configure them or whatever. That was literally done on a whim because I PM'd a bunch of people and nobody had one set up to catch teleport hackers. And that pissed me off, so I took 5 minutes and made a video. You know, that was just done super on a whim. And actually, really good responses in the video, and it actually worked out really well. Like, it's funny. Normally, I would watch my own video, and I can't stand myself because it's my own voice. But the last few videos that I put out that have been really short have actually been really nice. Like, I can actually listen to myself for a longer period of time, and I think that's a good thing, right? Am I easy to listen to? I hope so. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm trying to get better at things, you know? Those shoes are not even close to the worst things I've seen in Gearwise and Legacy. Really? You know, there's this guy in NA I know. His name is, I don't remember his name, but he's got level 30 dungeon gear as 4 pieces of his armor. Can you believe that? Right? And then, not even that, they're full leather for those 4 pieces, except their other pieces are 2 cloth and a plate. Can you believe that? They don't even have the full buff or anything. And, like, they're not even getting anything from their legendary buff that they've got. Can you believe that? They have a Shadow Song of Shadows as a melee. Pfft. Oh, their name is GamePro OE. That's right. I remember them. I remember who it was. It was me. But to be fair, that was a totally valid way to play for 5 years until they changed the way that the mythic buffs work and the actual like grade buffs work. And they also changed resilience a little bit. And they changed a bunch of stuff in general, and it made it not really that great. But until that point, for 5 years, that was a pretty good way to play. And I abused the crap out of it. I had no gear score because, oh my god. I loved it. I loved that. I loved the options and customizability of that. It was so much fun. And yeah, there are still teleport hackers around. All the time, actually. What they do is when the when the DS turn-ins reset their percentages to 100 or whatever, they very quickly teleport back and forth between, you know, the mainland and here to just turn in packs, and then they sell it all, and then the price goes down to like 40%. And it's really stupid, but people do it, and honestly, you'd be able to see it happening because the combat log would show you who. And then you could just be like, hey, CACM, this is the person doing it. Literally go check their character profile or whatever, and just figure it out. Because honestly, yeah, it does suck. It sucks for anybody doing runs over to DS because the rate is so low. And I don't think we can look at it, right? There's no way to look at the DS rates. What? We only buys cargo from Nuia or Harania. Go get wait, what? That's not true. A Harania can't turn into this port. You're red to them, right? Can I turn in cargo at the other port? Try it? Have a look. Man, I'm not gonna run there with a pack. Let's go look, though. I want to see. I might be able to. Why, though? I guess without... Oh, no, you can! No, 100% you can. 100%. Not even 99.9 like usual. 100%. Because before cannons, all the reds would turn in right here. I remember, because I saw this happening, and I was watching them turn in packs. So, yeah. Now the cannons would kill me. I was actually going to go there, let the cannons kill me, but right before I wanted to see if these options were there, and that would have been good enough to tell me, you know? But yeah, I was expecting to die to cannons there. But yes, before cannons, the reds would always, you know, East would always come here to turn in. Oh no, wait! Before cannons, there wouldn't have been anything. Why would they come here to turn in? What were they doing? They used our fishing thing. That's what it was. They used our fishing stand. That's why they'd come here. Oh, and maybe turn in the ocean packs at Ellie, the relic merchant. But it wouldn't be for that. Okay, let's go look. I'm gonna see if those options are good. Let's go take a look. Yeah, the cannons will kill me, but I just want to see if the options open. The cannons won't kill me if I'm stealthed, and I can get those options while stealthed, so I'm not that worried. It should be okay. But yeah, to actually turn in packs there would be silly because of the cannons and whatnot, but I'm curious now if that Daru lied to me. Because if that Daru just lied to me, oh man. Instantly going to my lawyer. That Daru, I'm gonna see that Daru in court. Alright. What glider is that? This is the achievement glider for opening 50 Red Dragon pouches from doing Red Dragon. It's the Dragon Slayer's glider. This is an upgradable glider. However, when you upgrade it, it does not have True Flight. This is currently the only True Flight glider in the game that we have. This is real True Flight. When you push S, you go up. When you don't push anything, you go straight forward. This is why it's got a question mark as the gliding ability, and why flight speed... No, flight speed, I don't know, it's just high, I guess, but it's not very high, right? But yeah, when you upgrade this to the higher version, which is extremely expensive, it gets an ability, and I think immunity to turbulence, but it's not a True Flight glider anymore, like it is in Korea. So, a little wacky, but it is currently the only True Flight glider we have, and everybody has access to it. You just have to do Red Dragon 50 times, and open up the pouch 50 times. Because the actual achievement is from the pouch itself, not from just completing Red Dragon. Alright, let's go take a look and see what's happening. We will take my my alligator. Crocodile, whatever. I don't know, man. Is it an alligator or a croc? It doesn't actually say. What is it? What is the... How do you know whether something is an alligator or a croc? One of them has their teeth pointing out on the outside. I don't remember. Alright, so this guy... No, I don't think you can. So, he lied to me. I'm gonna see that Daru in court. Because, I can't turn in packs here. Okay, let's... Yeah, it doesn't work. Ah! He's immune! Run! Wait. Oh god, yeah, the cannons were going for me. Okay, we're good. I didn't actually know that he's immune. I didn't realize it, but he's got the immune buff because he's right next to the trade storage. So yeah, he's immune. Of course. Anything next to the trade storage is immune, right? Alright. Yeah, wow, I'm surprised the cannons didn't kill me. Great. Well, you can't turn them in there, so now I gotta go back to that Daru. And I gotta see two things. One, if there's actually invincibility around there, because now I'm kind of curious. And two, I gotta yell at him. Because obviously he lied to me. He's a filthy liar. Also, I kind of noticed one other thing. Didn't the walls have cannons on them? On the DS bases? I feel like they don't have them anymore. Super safe. Yeah. I could actually... If you could turn in packs, though, you probably actually could, without any problems. And to be honest, people would just glitch them, right? They would just get somebody with defense, and they aggro the cannons and go invincible, and then everybody else can just go turn in packs, so... if you could turn in packs that way, I'm sure people would do it. Especially for, like, the West one, right? Because the West one is much easier to get to for most people from most trade runs. Alright. Flying. Gotta love this glider. I wish you could re-image this glider to something else, but it doesn't seem like you can. I'd love to have the actual cloud glider that looks like this. Oh, I'm sorry. I'd love to have the opposite. This looked like the glide glider, the cloud glider, or something else. I don't know. I don't really like how large it is all. I want something else. But you can't obviously image a Magithropter over a regular glider, so it would never work. Yeah. So this guy is immune. Oh. Wow. I see. Well, I mean... Can I leech that from him? Oh, wait! Can I leech that buff from the other Daru? No, right? That would be crazy. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. That would be ridiculous and crazy, right? It wouldn't work anyways, because if that thing gives you true immunity, Leech is an actual debuff. And so you'd never be able to apply Leech to him. And the way we know that for sure is, yes, I never applied any debuffs to that other Daru, so yeah, I wouldn't be able to leech it off of him. Because Leech, the debuff, would never actually get applied, and so it wouldn't give me his buff. Which is a bummer, but, you know, they just made it so that he's protected is all. How much Onyx do you get from DS at 100%? I don't know. I've never done an Onyx run like that before. And to be honest, I don't think anybody knows, because, at least in our server, it doesn't stay at 100% for very long. It stays at 100% for about 35 seconds, and then it's back down to about 60. Yeah, the teleport hackers are pretty crazy. I mean, I haven't witnessed this myself, but this is all anecdotal. It's fast. It's within a minute. So, yeah, hopefully now people are a little bit more ready to report those people and see when it happens and everything. And then we'll get somewhere with actually stopping them. But, you know, damage is done. I'm sure those guys have made their money, whatever. They'll just make new accounts and get them banned too. But I don't know. I've never done an Onyx run, so honestly, I couldn't even make a guess for you, Quack. I know a lot of people do it, but with the price, you know, with the percentages being so low all the time, it's like people don't even bother. Which sucks, because those are really risky trade runs. You literally have to go all the way from mainland all the way up to Aurora. And, I don't know, pirates haven't been as active, but generally it'd be nice if they actually were out trying to kill people. I mean, I know people all the time go fishing all over the place, so I hope somebody's out pirating at least. Maybe we should go pirating. Should I go pirating? Let's go pirating. I don't know. Let's get stream sniped. I haven't been stream sniped in years. Aye, alright. I mean, I got nothing better to do. Let's let people try to find me. If anything. I'm not even going to use a fishing boat. I'm just going to go to popular spots. Although... I really should have went from DS, I just realized. I could still do it. I could take the red portal. Yeah, okay, let's just go from here. It's fine. I mean, I'll just be on the ocean floating around for a little while. Which I think is okay. Oh, I should have gone from 2 crowns then, not Cinder. Instead of get the speed buff that way. Oh well, making lots of mistakes. I really don't care. Guys, we're just chilling today. If you have any questions, if there's anybody lurking in the stream, you guys want to... Whoa, what happened to my boat? Hello, boat. I am sorry? I mean, I'll be honest, I have no idea what I did with you last, but, let's go. Come on, guy. Look at those flames. Especially these horizontal flames up here. These are the best ones. Anyways, yeah, if there's anybody just lurking in chat, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. If you guys are trying to learn more about ArcheAge or whatever, this is a really good stream to ask those kind of questions on. If you want a theory craft to build, we can do that. Also, one more note. If you have not bought ArcheAge and you're looking into the game or you want to buy it on Unchained, make sure that you use somebody's referral code, because that's still in effect for like another 10 days, I think. You can use somebody's referral code and get a whole bunch of extra cosmetics, a unique title, a unique icon next to your name, and a bunch of other things too, like a little pet and other cosmetic things. So make sure to do that. If you need a referral code, I have mine below you could use. The idea is that you'd use the referral code first, and then you buy ArcheAge Unchained, and then both people get some kind of a reward. The refereery, and then also the person who used the code, right, and bought the game. So if that's something you're looking into, you can go and use it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. That's fine. You guys get the point, all right? I don't know if there's anybody even here who hasn't bought Unchained yet, but if you're looking to do that, go for it. I mean, even if you're just buying alts for your own character, make sure to use your own referral code for them, alright? Get some extra stuff out of it, why not? I don't think this was advertised enough, honestly. I feel like literally, like, it just wasn't advertised enough. I don't think people know about this whole referral code thing. That's why I'm trying to let people know, at least. All the people are lurking. Yeah, it's possible, yeah, but I think everybody's just, everybody's got the game. Hey, Chocolates. Are there any gliders with Invis? Yes, in fact, 2 weeks into ArcheAge Unchained, I made myself an invisible glider. This is the one you can craft in-game is the Moon Shadow Glider. And what it does is it's a regular glider, but it has a 30-second stealth on it. And you can use it while you're in combat as well. So it's really good to get out of combat with, or just really good to try to run away from people. That is not the only glider with Invis. There's actually quite a few. Some of them only work for 5 seconds. Some of them work for 30 seconds as well. There's a Magithropter with a 30-second Invis. But I don't believe that's accessible. Or maybe it's on the Diligence shop. Yeah, it's not on the Diligence shop. I don't know how to get it. It's the Fairy Wings, but these aren't it, and I don't know where it is. Anyways, so there are other gliders as well in Magithropters that give 30-second invis, but the Moonshadow one is the most readily accessible one, because it is just something craftable with the in-game stuff. It's a glider that's existed for, like, you know, the entire duration of ArcheAge's existence, and it is 150 Gilda stars for the design. Are the only ways to get armor tempers from Ancestral Crates and the Mining Daily from the Hall of Warriors. So the armor tempers from the Mining Daily isn't necessarily like that. It's just that the things that you mine have a chance to give you the tempers, right? Which you can mine outside of that daily. You can just go there and mine them. You don't need to do the daily. So if you want to get them that way, you can. There are other ways, though. So to get armor tempers and tempers in general, you can get them from crates, the Ancestral Crates. You can also get them from just farming regular mobs in the garden. There's a low chance to get them, but it's a non-zero chance, so you could do it that way, even though I don't recommend that route. Generally, crates are the best way, and if you need to farm a ridiculous amount of crates, the best thing to do is go to Aegis Island or Whalesong and farm there, because the mobs in those two locations have a massively higher drop rate for crates than they do for coin purses. And so it's a pretty good way to stock up on the crates you need to try to get the tempers. Some additional ways to get them, as far as I'm aware, besides the garden, and besides the rocks in Western Huron Mountains that you can break, would be, I mean, the Arc Pass, right? The Arc Pass gives you a whole bunch. And maybe the Honor Shop, I don't know. But I think the Honor Shop is generally not a good idea for it. Yeah, you can't get them from there. But you can get these the bonus increases, which again I really stress aren't that crazy. So yeah, hopefully that helps a little bit. If there's any other ways that I didn't mention that somebody knows about, please feel free to share, because I think I've run out of my knowledge on that subject. Maybe you can get them from, like, digging up treasure, maybe? I have a couple treasure maps. Maybe I should dig those up on stream. I've always been curious to see what they've changed there. Actually, how much are treasure maps? Oh. Really? Treasure map with coordinates. They're not even on the auction house. That's interesting. You think anybody's following me? I think somebody found me on the map and they think I have a trade pack or something, and they're just looking at me and trying to follow me. They have no idea that I have nothing. Could be, right? I'd never know. They could be just outside my vision. Yeah, there's no interactive map anymore. That's right. Maps are not really a thing. It's true, but I do have a map that... I never used that interactive map app, actually. I just made my own. That I just, like... I made my own map of Arcade. I made the lines myself. It wasn't that hard. And I just used that. So, I can't share it. Because it's a PDF. It's not a PDF, it's a PSD, because I just opened up Photoshop with it. So I'd plop other things on it. But I could just export that. This? No, I made mine. Yeah, that's a good one. Exactly. No, I like mine better. Let me see. Do I have mine on hand somewhere? I can just show you on the screen. You guys can take a picture of it, or just link it in chat. Hold on. I know where it'd be. It'd be in my Arcade folder somewhere. With tons of stuff. Oh, hey, full C. Here it is. Full C. Oh, I like mine way better. I made this a long time ago. So I want to take this and I want to put it on this screen, and then I want to take a picture of it. And then you guys have it. I don't have any watermarks or anything, so you guys can enjoy it in full quality for free. Alright? I still have to share it with you guys. This is my map. I don't even know if it's accurate, to be honest. But I don't think they've changed anything, right? Do you know how stealth detection works? And if it's worth to have it on a battle pet? On a battle pet? No, not anymore, because I say that and mine has it. But like they used to be you can set them to aggressive, and so the pet would actually go and fight anything nearby, including stealth players if they were red. But that's not really a thing anymore. So stealth detection is great on a player because instead of seeing somebody from 6 meters, you can see them from 8 meters, for example, which is a big difference. But it's an even bigger difference when you take into account gliders and mounts. Okay, when someone is stealthed on a glider or a mount, their actual stealth detection like their ability to be seen while in stealth increases from the regular like 6 meters or whatever it is to about 13 to 15 meters. It's actually quite large. It like doubles, maybe. Maybe it's a doubling thing. But because of that, having 20% extra stealth detection on your cap or whatever, on your hat or whatever, is actually quite nice, because instead of it being, 14 meters, now it's actually like 20 meters, or, it's a much higher amount. It benefits much more. So yeah, I think stealth detection, especially for melee, works really, really well for melee builds, right? Because you're literally up close to people all the time. And it's probably not bad on archers, too, because you have movement speed. And as we know, archers love to put movement speed in their boots. So, maybe that works out pretty well for archers. Yeah, it explains people seeing you on the croc before. Yes, exactly, because while you're on the croc, instead of it being like 8 meters, or 6 meters, which is normal, it's actually like 12 or something. It's much larger, and even more, and scales much higher if people have that Lunafrost on. Okay. How long is it going to be until I go back into Warzone? Jeez. Okay, Villanelle is gigantic. This is like as bad as Cinder. Oh my god. Or Halsey. Halsey's crazy too. Halsey actually extends out like crazy out in this little corner. Right here. Like, this is all Halsey. Everything in this, like, whole section. It's ridiculous. I'm still in Villanelle. Are you kidding me? What? Oh, this is Yini now. Oh, great. Oh, yay. Jeez. Okay, what's this little island out here? Marooned Isle? That's not the... Wait, hold on. What is Marooned Isle? What is it? This is like a quest thing? Why are there respawn points on it? I've actually never been here before. Let's go take a look. I'm sure that it's part of Yini, though. I am not an East character, and if you didn't believe me, now you definitely believe me. Do you know if there's different Luna drops other than Honor for attack speed for a cloak? Yes, but I don't know. Maybe they have them all in there. Oh, they do have them all in there. Right? There's 5, and these are the 5. Nope, I think this is it. I think these are the only ones. You know, Korea might have more, but we never ended up getting them. What level are these? 13? Oh wow, this is a really early quest then for people. Oh, they're Bloodhand. That's interesting. So actually Bloodhand is on East as well. Huh. Maybe they originated from here, for all I know. Oh, what is that? I want to go there. Wait. Bamboozle Tower? Oh, Brimblaze Tower. Alright, we're going up there. Fuck it. I'm gonna go exploring. I want to see. I haven't been here. One that can be crafted, maybe. Actually, all of those can be crafted. If you don't want to do them for Honor, you can craft them, but they're quite expensive, so the Honor ones are probably better. We also got them in the Arc Pass one time, so maybe the next season of the Arc Pass will bring them back. And that's how I got mine, just from the Arc Pass. But if you looked up... What are they called? How do I get there? Honor Store. Last page. I mean, you can go to the folio, you could search Lunastone. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are the 5, and they're really expensive. Yeah, I don't recommend doing it this way. Unless you have tons of gold, I guess. But honestly, I think the honor points are way better. 50,000 honor? That's much better. Way, way better. Alright. Something tells me I wasn't supposed to fly up here. Something tells me I was supposed to get up here from the bottom. So let's do this correctly, alright? I want to learn about this area a little bit while I'm here. Why the hell not? But yeah, it looks like there's only 5 Luna Stones. Why? Why are they sad? Did they craft it instead of using honor? See, like, this happens all the time. People don't know things in this game, and that's okay not to know anything. But if people ask questions more often, like how do I get this or that, or are there other ways, it'd be a lot better. But, yeah, it's really unfortunate, you know, you learn, most people just learn from mistakes. Oh, Spy. Nason. Okay. Bloodhand, Bloodhand, Bloodhand. Bloodhand Leader. Sabletan. Okay. Took me 2 hits to kill him. Oh, man. I'm really losing my touch. Bloodhand Watch. Ooh, there's a cave in there. Hello. Don't mind if I do. Hi. Oh. Whoa. What is this? Is this a quest place? Secret quest? Or just a regular quest? I assume this is like a story quest of some sort. Oh, this is just jail cells. Yeah, the cloak. Yep. Has it on cloak and wants to change to a different cloak. Got the first one free, but now wants one or the new cloak, but it doesn't want to buy it. Oh, I see. You know, 50k honor isn't too bad. And, you know, to be perfectly honest, those Lunafrosts aren't that great. And they're definitely not worth the gold cost if you're going to craft it. And it's not something you need day one. So, you know, for them to be a little patient and just get the honor eventually is perfectly fine. To give you an example... Oh, wait. We're talking about different things, aren't we, Invictus and Chocolate Box, Choclix? The cloak ones... Oh, yeah, see, this is how confusing the system is. I'm sorry, everything I said is wrong. Let's start off with that. So, Choclix, everything I said up to this point is wrong. Everything. Okay, ignore everything. All of it is wrong. We're gonna start with that. Okay, now we're gonna get into the correct details. So, for the cloak, what I have been describing up to this point is the costume crap. Okay, this is how the system is so confusing. Okay, so we're gonna get to the right stuff now. To get Luna Frosts for your cloak, you can only craft them. They are tradable, I believe, but they are called Perfect Something. Perfect Gale, Perfect Wave, Perfect Life, blah blah blah. There's 5 of them, okay? And for all of these perfect Luna Frosts, you craft them and you put them onto your cloak like what you asked me, instead of the costume, which is not what you asked me, but what I answered anyways, because I forgot, right? Because it's very easy to mix things up in this game. So, to properly answer your question, Chalkleaks, yes, you have to craft them. They're actually not too bad. You only need about 1 Book of Aurora, and everything else is pretty cheap. And you can probably find somebody with 40k alchemy just fine. So, yep, pretty easy. No problem. In fact, let's take a look at Book of Auroras. They're not even on there. So, you know, good luck. I don't know, man. They're not that hard to get. I think you just have to farm mobs ridiculously, or you can get them from treasure chests. Treasure map with coordinates. I think that's actually another way to get Book of Auroras. Maybe they are expensive. Maybe I should be doing that. Maybe the next thing I need to do to make money is treasure maps. You know what? I'm going to start farming ghost ships. Treasure maps are the best way for the books. I'm going to start doing this. Alright? Screw it. Chocolates, I hope, Chocolate Axe. Oh my god, that's your name. It's Chocolate Axe. Jesus. I got it now. I figured it out. Chocolate Axe, I hope that is the... I hope you listened to the last part. And you got the correct answer. And we did it, right? That's the answer? Are we good now? Yay! We did it. We answered the question. Oh my god. Want to sell treasure maps on Legacy? I have hundreds, dude. On Legacy, I think I had 2 storage fills of blue ones and purple ones. And then I'd always go and do the yellow ones. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, I figured it out. I know what I'm going to do in Arcade. Aha! I'm going to add this to my list of to-do things. I'm going to build a boat so that I can solo ghost ships. That's it. It's really easy. Get a whole bunch of mounted shields, literally basic, and 1 cannon. Oh no, 2 cannons, because you can easily rotate between the 2. Go from one to the other, you know. Oh, fun fact. The cooldown on a cannon after you fire it is for that cannon. Which means you could actually use the cannon, go to the next cannon, and use that one immediately, and then go back to your first cannon. So I just need 2 cannons that are really good, and then I can solo ghost ships, and then get a bunch of treasure maps. Yay! And that's going to be main quest, because I want to do that next. Make ship for farming ghost ships. Nice. Hooray, I have a new quest in this game. My personal things. Yeah, we all good. Your friend asked about the question funny. He meant, is there a way to craft the attack speed Luna Frost? It's the only one you can't see in the folio. The attack speed Luna Frost. Oh, that's not a Luna Frost. That's just the equip effect? Increase attack speed? That's just from the cloak itself. Like, an arrow flash cloak would have attack speed, but also it gives either backstab melee damage or melee crit damage. Like, you don't get a choice there. Like, you have to choose one of those 2, essentially. Which means your attack speed one would not really work for an archer. You know, you want to go for the one that gives movement speed as an archer, because that gives you defense penetration or ranged crit damage, right? Then again, I can see an archer going for arrow flash. It's funny because it's called arrow flash, but it doesn't give anything useful to archers as its main other stat. That's a little weird, isn't it? Maybe tier 2 Aranor actually lets you choose from anything. Oh, wait, maybe it does. I gotta find somebody with a tier 2 cloak. That's not a tier 2 cloak. That's not a tier 2 cloak. I think that's the first guy I picked. Okay. Radiant Aranor Arrow Flash. No, it's still Arrow Flash, so maybe not. No! Wait, hold on. Wait, what the hell's wrong with this guy's cloak? I think this guy... I think they, Okay, whatever. Melee crit damage, yeah. So they have it. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same system for tier 2. Okay. So that's how that works, is the attack speed comes from not a Lunafrost, but the actual cloak itself, the cloak type. And you can see, I think, most of them in the guild shop. This is how confusing it is to explain things in the game, dude. It's so hard. So, like, here's Arrow Flash, gives 60. Here's Wind Song, it gives movement speed. Bastion, which gives health, maximum health. And then each of these also has a different type of actual stat on it. You went to his PC and looked. He's asking about the tyings, Lunastone. It was... Wait, so the first conversation was correct all along? Are you actually... You're actually... So it's not for the... It's not for the cloak, then. It's for the costume. No, but, like, you shouldn't be sad. This is proving a point, that this game is ridiculously confusing, alright? And this is what normal... This is how the game is played. So, yeah, guys, anybody in chat, anybody who's lurking, please ask questions. I'm not kidding. This game is so confusing, and nothing makes sense. Alright? Hello. Oh, secret. Secret portal. Oh, I did it. I'm up here. 2 upper Brimblazed. Oh wait, there's actually another way up here, isn't there? What was that? What was the underground thing? You can get up here just from here. It's like... Oh, I see. Okay, this is the entrance. Okay, and then if you fall down, there's a tunnel. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, let's go up here. Oh, it's a loading screen. Wow. Hello, I'm here now. Hello, Kimri. Oh, you don't like me. Man, I'm really losing my touch. 2 hits again. Kimri's potion. This guy's name is Kimri. Kimri's potion. Okay, well, that's nothing really here, I guess. That's that. How can I zoom out so far? I'm using the FOV mod, which the GameAgo team says is perfectly fine, and they're not gonna action anybody from using the FOV mod, and so you can find that on Reddit pretty easily just by searching FOV mod. And yeah, you can zoom out pretty far. That's right, Cody. That's right, Kimri. Alright, well this has been less interesting than I thought it was. We went into a dungeon, we answered a question that was incorrect, and then we correct the whole time. Alright, let's keep looking around. I was originally looking for fishers, right? Fishermen. I guess we can keep doing that. But I don't think there's anything else on this island. Does anybody actually know if this is like a quest, like a race quest island or something? Like, why is it here? I feel like I'm missing something here, because these are level 33. So if there's any quest here, it would be a Yini quest. And I don't remember any Yini quests going here. It is for a quest. Oh, okay. Thanks, Blayton. I don't remember what quest makes you go here, then. Because I could do it. Oh, no, I can't. I'd have to be within, I think, 15 levels to get the quests. Yeah, I think you have to be within 15 levels. So if this is a level 30 quest, I wouldn't be able to get it. Oh, well. Let's make my speedboat. Come back. We'll go search around for other people. I'll reset soon. I don't want to do reset. I don't have anything I need to do there. Oh, except maybe CR, but I'll just join in for that, maybe. Alright. Oh, wait, no, I'm going the wrong way. Let's go that way. Anyways, in the meantime, if you guys have any questions, if there's any lurkers in chat, you guys are trying to learn more about ArcheAge stuff, please feel free to ask. Again, really good time to do all that. As we've just witnessed, ArcheAge is really confusing, and it's kind of designed to be that way, so... You know, asking things is really, really important. It's the best way to learn more, and, you know, running things by anybody is, like, super, super important. Just even if you're doing regular things, or that you think is obvious, you may want to just ask somebody before you do it. I don't really have any examples on hand, but, you should just have them show you what you meant. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's fine. We had a funny conversation because of it. So, I think it's a win for the stream. I enjoyed it. I had fun. But it also, again, proves that the game is pretty confusing. And, Like, it's just so funny. It's so funny because it's true, man. The game is really confusing. Alright, where do people fish? In the ocean, right? In the ocean. So I just have to find a boat. Somewhere... Yeah, in the water, yeah. So I have to find a boat. Somewhere in this region. Somewhere here. That's fishing. Okay. Cool. Clayton, thinking about playing AA again? Thinking about switching away from your Archer to another one. Any recommendations? It kind of depends on your gameplay style. Personally, I kind of want to play Archer. But that's me, right? And but I love Melee more and so on. But I love it because I love really, really fast gameplay, and Archer's very close to that. But I do like Melee, especially with Swiftblade. But what kind of gameplay do you like? Do you like a little bit slower gameplay? Do you like being in the front lines? Do you have a high ping that you have to work around? Do you like playing melees? Do you like playing a healer? Do you like playing mages? Do you like playing as just a support class? Because I think that there's a really undervalued... no, that's fine. I mean, I feel like I'm old too, so it's... Don't worry, you're 25 here, so it's all good. 25's not old, right? So, well, I'll get to that, but my point is that, like, there's this really undervalued archetype of a support class that I wish people played more often, because it's extremely, extremely useful. So maybe that's something you want to do too. Yeah, 25 again, yeah. So there's a lot of things you can do. Archer, I would say is it's a much faster class and will become faster and faster. We've seen a lot of changes to mages that have made mages a lot faster as well, and they have to play much quicker. So honestly, if you want to play a little bit slower and you want to like see what's going on and you really want to be able to push specific things and do specific timings and so on, any kind of tank would probably be a good idea. You'll be able to have the time you need in order to actually move around and deal with different classes and such. You'll be able to kind of play at your own pace. Is tank viable? Absolutely. There's so many different builds for really tanky things, and seriously, the more initiators, like essentially it's an initiator build. You're the first in battle. You are the ones pulling all the enemies. You're CCing them. You're causing issues for the enemies so that your allies can kill them, right? And yeah, absolutely, yeah, it's always viable. It's always necessary. The more initiators you have, really, the more chance you have to win a fight. Oh, here's that ghost ship. I gotta kill these. So there's a ton of different classes you can play. And obviously, starting out, it's going to be tough, because as an initiator, as a Skull Knight or an Abolisher, maybe an Abolisher would be actually nicer, because what I'm about to say is that it's hard to level as a tank, because you have less damage, because you're using skill sets that are less damage focused, right? So maybe to start out, you might want to play something with Battle Rage, like Abolisher, which will give you the Aramancine defense you might want to use. And then later, you might want to switch and level up Occultism to become a Skull Knight. This is a pretty good one. A lot of other ones I've seen is a Night Cloak, which is a really, I think it's a fan favorite nowadays, which is Witchcraft, Aramancine, Occultism. And so there's all these different ways to play, and just tons and tons of different tank builds, tons and tons of different, styles for situations and so on, and you just level them up as you go. Leveling will be easy, to be honest. Not that, oh, great, yeah. No big deal. Yeah, there's tons of really, really good tanky, shield-wearing builds that are just great for certain situations, whether it's raid versus raid, or PvE, or just 1v1, or whatever. So, and I think that, tank is a really good build for people with high ping. It's for people who also want a little bit of a slower gameplay so that they can react to things happening around them, and then kind of turn and flip the battle to be the way that they want it to be, to change the environment, to pull people in, to cause problems and mischief. There's really good ways to play tons of tank classes that way. If that is something that interests you, of course. If it is not something that interests you, that's a different story. But an Abolisher is definitely I'm sorry, not Abolisher. Any Initiator classes are very, very requested, I'm sure, by most communities. By pretty much every guild wants more I keep saying Abolisher wants more initiators to help out, right? Abolisher's, I think, a much, much less used build, actually, nowadays. And more so, you'd see a lot of Skull Knights and Night Cloaks and other things that really do actually take advantage of mages, mage classes, and like witchcraft and such. Yeah, Defiler for small scale PvP. Defiler's a big one. Yeah, in fact, that was I think that's still a fan favorite among people who really, really understand mechanics and can really nail down some of the craziest combos you can with Defiler. Defiler's awesome, absolutely. It's great for small scale. It is really good for raid versus raid as well, but I think there's some other classes that people prefer to Defiler for much larger fights. But you know, it's up to you kind of do whatever you want. Right? There's not really any wrong way to play. It's just different styles with different weaknesses and different strengths. So, if again, Blatant, that's actually something that you do want to do, right? Never considered being a tank? Hey, try it. I don't know. I mean, have you or do you already have an account on Arcade Unchained, or are you playing in Legacy? Or would you be playing in Legacy? Because I would recommend Arcade Unchained for sure. Yeah, Unchained. Okay, cool. You've already bought your game, right? Because if not, they're doing like oh, you got your archer. Okay, I got you. So you're gonna try to flip them. Okay. Cool. 6.1 gear score. It's not even 1,000. Oh man, that's very low. 6.1. Not even breaking 10. Not even breaking 10. Not even breaking 2 digits. Jeez. I'm kidding. I know it's 6.1k. It's a joke. Just play the start of the release. I got it, yeah. Tank plus hero cloak. I mean, yeah, a lot of initiators do go for hero status so that they can get the hero cloak. That hero cloak is extremely powerful for initiator and tank builds. It really just takes anyone and makes them into a tank, regardless of whatever they're playing. So if you want to spend hours, if you want to spend half your day trying to lead your faction to become a hero, that will definitely make you into an even more powerful tank or initiator, absolutely. But I don't recommend that because I wouldn't do that myself, and I would never make somebody do something I wouldn't do. Yeah, hell no, yeah, that's a gameplay style I don't want to do at all. I don't have the time for that. I wish I had the time for that, but then I'd have to talk to people. And let's be honest, who really wants to talk to people on the internet, right? That's absurd. Any other questions you guys have? Anything else you guys want to know about, or any theory crafting? Anything you guys? Did that actually answer your question, Blatant? I know, talking to people, right? It's crazy. On the internet too, it's absurd. A bit? Okay. How can I cover the other bit? What can I do? I mean, I'm literally just on the ocean. I'm not doing anything useful. Oh, you need to try it. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. It's tough too. You can start off, like, because you don't have the gear yet, right? So as you get the gear, if you want to start playing styles like that, might I recommend literally anything with witchcraft occultism together, actually. So Night Cloak is a good one. Shroud Master isn't too bad. Yeah, actually, that's true. There's a lot of different ones. And what essentially trying to accomplish is from range, from the back lines, you are affecting the front lines. So from range, while you're still getting your gear, you can play that slow-paced kind of game of a tank, but from the back lines, as you use witchcraft and occultism to try to AoE crowd control, the enemies from really far away, so that you're in a safe spot, and you can also help protect your allies by doing so. If you use something like Aromancy, you can buff everybody in your backlines with health lift, as well as protective wings. If you're using something like Shadowplay, you can use Free Runner to help buff people around you. You can leech really important things off of enemy tanks. Also with Aromancy, you can Bracing Blast enemy tanks back into their lines, which is really important. You can give people around you thwart, mist, which is pretty good. Like literally, you can play a lot of these builds from backlines, and it works really, really well. And so that way again, you start to literally you don't even need the gear. Maybe you need the accuracy for magic, okay, maybe a little bit, but in general, you don't need the gear to play this. You just pop on the class and you go. You stay in your back lines, you help buff everybody, you silence people on the enemy team, and you just see them die, because they melt very quickly after, a whole group has been used stillness on. They pretty much just melt. I used to play an Eidolon build, which is Shadowplay Aromancy and Witchcraft. And what I would do is I would pop everything, I'd use all these crazy things, and then I would use Meditate, and pretty much reset the cooldowns on everything. So Meditate's really good because while it says that it decreases Aromancy cooldowns by 15% when the channeling ends, it actually decreases the skill cooldowns of everything. So all of these really high skill cooldowns on things like Health Lift, Protective Wings, pretty much anything in Witchcraft, and Freerunner, they are all reduced massively because of Meditate, and then you can use them again much quicker, right? So this was a build that I used to play, even with gear, just because I wanted to do this and nobody else was, so I played this build, and it was really fun. Any boats? I bet I missed a boat. I wouldn't even be surprised. Let's go look around here. Yeah, so hopefully that's a little bit of brainstorming for you, Blatant GG. With just some ideas you might want to mess around with. Like, you can actually stay as an archer and just switch to these classes and just give them a go, right? See how they feel, if this is the kind of gameplay style. Can you a big hype? I mean, I get a lot of people hyped, which is why I then have to stress a warning. Hey, keep in mind, this can always be not fun for you. So, and that's okay. It's okay for that to be a thing, right? If that's not your gameplay style, that's totally okay. I do hype people up a lot for different things. So I also try to be a realist here and say, by the way, might not also, I like it because it's fun to me, might not be the same for you, and then so on. So definitely give it a go. I just like playing the game in different ways, but the problem is that people don't generally understand that or realize that that's a thing they can do. And that's where it sucks. Like, there are so many different classes. They all have different strengths and weaknesses. And yes, the top 100 people play usually the same classes, but do you realize that the reason why they play the same classes is because they're the top 100 people? They don't have to worry about dying as much, so they're not going to be playing classes that are actually realistic to the general community. They're going to be playing classes that are purely DPS. And while a lot of people will say, hey, you want to know what's meta? Look at the top 100. This is a terrible way to look at what's meta, because this is not the metrics to go by. Okay? If you're dying too much, you might want to switch out one of your skill sets for something that'll keep you alive more. That's something that you won't see in the top 100 of the list, because those guys just don't die, right? And so just keep that in mind as well. I think it's kind of an important thing that goes very much overlooked. Watching people die is always your favorite, and on Legacy in 2018, you played support classes. Yeah, and support is an archetype. It actually... Oh, you're back. Welcome back. The storm didn't capture you entirely. Awesome. So what I want to say is, like, support classes are literally an archetype in Arcade, but people don't see that. People don't even think about it, right? Oh wait, what is that? Hold on. I guess it's just a place. Storm is cleared. Oh, nice. Great. Even better. Now you can get back to playing the video games. So, and by the way, this is support archetype in addition to, healer, tank, mage, archer, melee. Now you also have support, or what I would say is a backline tank, or backline support. I would actually call tanks frontline support, and utility or support as backline support, and that way, at least, you can kind of classify tanks as a support class as well, because I really do feel that would be what a tank should be classified as, is just a frontline support versus a backline support. You know what else would be a backline support? A pure bard. And you know what? If you want to do that, you could do that too. If you don't want to play like an Eidolon or something, and instead of Shadow Play, you just want to Bard and help people out, perfectly good. Just go Enchantrix, or something like that, you know, so that you can buff all your allies and still cast a bunch of things in the front line so that all those guys die. Right? This is actually viable. In fact, yeah, it's pretty viable. I wouldn't use Fiend's Knell, like I was just hovering over, but you know, maybe why not try it? Poxbane, yeah, Quilladon's so cool. Poxbane, Songcraft, something and something. I'm pretty sure Witchcraft was in it, but what else? Shadowplane? It wasn't. I know Quill, man. Quill's actually okay. Oh yeah, defense, right? There we go. Poxbane. It's pretty good. It's great. Actually, I'd say this is more frontline Bard, but yeah. Yeah, I miss Quill. Quill is awesome. And he is doing his own thing now. Okay, if I go on this side, it's going to be Westies. And I don't want to, if there are any Westies fishing, I don't want to steal from them, and I don't want to uncover them on stream. So I'm going to go back up north. Alright, this is what we're doing today. We are literally doing nothing. If you guys have any questions about Arcade, this is a really good time to ask. We got reset in 7 minutes in NA. So that doesn't affect me at all, because I don't do the reset stuff. Except for maybe CR, because I want Honor. But yeah. I heard Quill's doing pretty good, though, so... Because I did ask a game ago. I just wanted to know, is he doing good? I didn't want to know where he works or anything, but they say he's doing good, so good. I'm happy for him. That's all I care about. He also does pop in on the Arcade Reddit every now and then, which is interesting. It does actually pop by. Thanks for following. You get infusions. I forgot to do it today, so whatever. I didn't do it today. And I don't care, dude. I don't want to work on all this crap. I'll just do it eventually. Like, this is great. This is what I need. If I start upgrading these things, it's expensive and gives me almost nothing. So, yeah. I try to do rank 2 every day, but I usually miss a lot of days nowadays. So, whatever. It's okay. I'll survive. I've been doing just fine. You need your full Eternal? I mean, if you want to go for full Eternal just to be that guy, cool. I do not want to be that guy. At all. Because you know what happens? If I get full Eternal and I die, oh my god, slashing level 10, no. Oh, please no. Oh. God. What's this? What? Okay, just linked a bunch of drama. That's cool. I want to read this. Hold on. Server drama. Alright, anyways. Oh, but... Yeah, I don't know. It's, I think it's secret drama. I'm not gonna get into it right now. I don't even know why I was linked it. Why do I care? I don't care about this shit. But yeah, like, seriously, the only purpose of getting Eternal or to get, you know, slashing level 10 or whatever is just to show off and say that you have it, honestly. It's like a completionist's thing, you know? The actual value for all that is so low. It's like, ah, God. I don't even want to think about it. You need gem slots? Alright, okay. I don't. And, like, none of these gem slots are going to give me anything super crazy. But that's me. To be honest, though, like, if I had full Eternal and I die to somebody, then I look bad, you know? Then, like, haha, you died and you have full Eternal. But if I don't have full Eternal and I'm just, like, some guy with some random gear, you know? Some of it's still legendary, and then somebody kills me, it's like, oh, man, look at this poor guy. 14,500 gear scoring. Oh, gosh, he just keeps... Oh, poor guy. We'll just let him go, you know? I want to be that guy. I want to be the low gear squeak guy. Oh, so you miss only 3 armor pieces in your flute. Oh, so you're almost that full Eternal, huh? But you play in Legacy. You just, you know, that's fine. Come do that on Unchained. Yeah? Come play in NA. I think you have an NA character, don't you? I feel like you do. Maybe not. Maybe that was just on PTS I remember seeing you about. $7K on Unchained, fully attack. Fully AFK. Oh, never mind. Okay. On EU though, I'm guessing, yeah. Alright, there's nobody in the water right now. Or at least from where I've been. And who knows, maybe they're actually watching me on radar. Yeah, okay, got him. Alright, let's Let's get out of here. Hey, Sinisterberry. Welcome back. I'm gonna NA will drive you crazy. I mean, you could play a tank. Just saying. I'm just saying. Everybody wants more initiators. Yeah. Yeah. No? You don't wanna... No? Okay. That's cool. Yeah, you know what to get to now, exactly. You're all set. I think Invictus knows. If you wanted to play a tank, he's more than set already. If you would start all over again, you would play Archer or Healer most likely. Why, to like challenge yourself, or are you just interested in those two? Because I'd probably play as a mage. I know that I was saying Archer and whatever, but actually I kind of like the mage gameplay. I can't decide, I guess, is my thing there. I know I really want to play Archer, but like I actually would reroll as a mage if I had to. But I still like melee the most, so I probably wouldn't do that anyways. Yeah, I can't decide. I like all the classes, alright? They're all very cool. And I wish people played them more crazy-like, alright? People don't do that, so it sucks. I wish, but no. You know what else, Blatant? Then you get like crazy shit. And then, like, as an initiator, you can get all this crazy shit you can weapon swap with. Like, one of my favorites, which is this Disciple Staff. Where is it? The Disciple Staff. Which just petrifies anybody looking at you within 25 meters. For 8 seconds. It's crazy. And you kind of have to challenge it. You have to channel it, but still, it's still really, really good. Such a good thing. You get, like, other things, too, like the Disciple Shield to pull people in. There's a lot of things in this game. Tons and tons of things in this game you can weapon swap with and like mess around with. It's very cool. You have a Mage and Unchained, but you miss Archer. It was your first roll. And Healer is just to mess with people if they can't kill me. Yeah, but now with like how powerful Innervate and Absorb Life Force are, you know, being a healer is not just the instant win conditions that they used to be. One Innervate and you're pretty much doomed for 10 seconds. You just can't heal anybody for 10 seconds, and that's that. You know, so that's a problem, but yeah, we finally have counters to healers, so that's good. People on Legacy don't know how to debuff someone. Alright, that's fair, yeah. That is also fair to say. That a lot of people just don't really understand or think about it, honestly. Because, you know, when you have all the gear in the universe, why do you need to think about mechanics, right? Who needs a combat log? Ha! Alright. We're gonna go back to Mary. It's gonna be reset in a second anyways. Oh man, 4 hours streaming. This actually worked out really well. Yeah, Fridays are really... they're definitely down days for streaming. I've noticed a lot less people hop onto streams on Fridays. Not a big deal, honestly. Just something that I've noticed is all. Let's see. I want to see... yeah, there's just like nobody watching right now. Any streams. I'm like the only one. Yeah, pretty much. That's a shame. I guess Fridays are just like that for whatever reason. Is Paladin still viable? They kind of nerfed self-healing a little bit. And that's an understatement. They've nerfed self-healing a lot. So keeping yourself alive is a lot tougher as a Paladin. Especially in addition to the counters that people have to healing now. Yes, back in the day it was crazy, but because of that kind of gameplay style and because of healers healing themselves like crazy, they've changed. A lot of abilities from healers actually just don't work as well on yourself. So if we take a look at Vitalism skills here, you know, Antithesis, is that a good example or no? Yeah, so here's one. Fervent Healing is a good one. So instantly restores X amount of health for you or more amount of health for an ally, right? So it's actually less healing for you for Fervent Healing. I think Antithesis, yeah, Antithesis is the same way. For you it heals less, but for an ally it heals like almost twice as much, you know? So, yeah, so a lot of these abilities are just not as great. Yeah, stream sniping is out of control on AAU. I mean, I don't know. It's true, but you know, a lot of the really good streams that I've seen, they just don't do anything that's stream snipe worthy, right? They're not like doing trade runs or anything. Like, you know, they'll do dungeons, they'll do PvP or Halcyon or whatever. I think it's fine. There we go, let's reset. But just in general, Fridays are pretty bad. I think most other days are okay. Fridays, I think everybody is just like focusing on something, or maybe they're out partying. Although during COVID, I can't imagine anybody's out partying, but still. But yeah, so Paladin just isn't what it used to be, unfortunately. I think it's still okay to play, but you are definitely not focusing on keeping yourself alive. Paladin is more, you are keeping everybody else alive, and I don't know, you can be in the front lines, I guess. That's cool. I don't see as much point if you're playing that kind of a build, but I mean, you can do it. It just has different strengths and weaknesses, right? Totally different strengths and weaknesses that are probably, in many cases, you know, you can go a different route and do a lot better. Like, you can do more efficient gameplay with a different build. So Paladin is Battle Rage, Defense, Vitalism. You know, you get a little bit of DPS out of it to keep yourself alive. More so, you get a lot of movement and mobility. But, like, you may as well just go Swiftblade for that matter. Swiftblade is, like, insane movement, and you may as well just do that. Legionnaire, eh? How's that? And then, you know, who needs defense? Because you're already moving around and being able to escape, so you may as well just put in Shadowplay or something and play Disciple. So there's a lot of different ways to play, and then like, oh, why do I need this movement? I'll go for Songcraft, or why do I need that movement? I'll go for, you know, Occultism, and then I'll have Shadow Step. There's tons of different ways to play. You could be a healer, would do the same. It's true, kind of, yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know, I think, yeah, you could play a healer if you wanted to, I guess, yeah. If you're looking for a kind of, you know, backline support role, and, you know, kind of keeping yourself out of combat, and you're still able to provide a ton of things, yeah, totally. It's totally true. Totally an option, I would say, if you wanted to do that. It's, yeah, there's tons of builds with healer that you can do as well. A lot of people go Confessor, but in general, like, if you're in a raid versus raid situation, you don't really need Songcraft because other people will have it, so you tend to go other builds like Doombringer to bring in Occultism and have a lot of combos there with Vitalism, and also keep, you know, crowd control available. It's pretty good. There's a lot of different ways. No healer for me, just brainstorming. Yeah, that's fair. I think it's always good to brainstorm too, so. All good. Oh, this guy's got a quest. Hello. Put these away so they don't appear. What do I have here for my achievements? Wait, what? Oh, I see. This is all the guild missions and stuff. Alright. I wish I could just get rid of this. Like, you know, for this to stay shut between login sessions. Did I activate everything? Yeah. Alright. Any other questions? Anything you guys want to know more about mechanics-wise, or any of those sort of things? Any theory crafting you guys want to do? If there's any lurkers in chat, feel free to ask whatever questions. This is a good place to do it. Arcade is ridiculously confusing, and it's kind of designed to be that way, so, you know, the more you ask questions, the more you can actually, like, learn more and start to understand the game better, definitely. Weaponry. How much labor is that? Weaponry. I don't think I have enough. Yeah, I don't have enough weaponry to do that. Damn. Oh well. Are you going to sleep? Alright. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for hanging out. And have a good sleep. Alright, I did that quest. Let's go over here. It's 2 a.m. for you, too, isn't it, Invictus? Something like that. But you're not sleeping. Who sleeps? No, I'm kidding. I sleep. I sleep with as normal of a time as I can. I'll probably head off anyway soon because I want to go eat. I've been streaming for 4 hours. I think that's fine. You know, near the end of the streams, I always get a bunch more people watching because as time goes by, you get more and more people coming by to just lurk or hang out, right? But I can't do like 8-hour streams. I can't do these overnight streams that Darth Chocolates does. There's no way. No way at all. I just do this for short periods of time out of my own free time because I enjoy talking to you guys and helping people out. So that said, streams are quite random and spread out all over the place so that I can catch different people. So if you do enjoy this content, go ahead and follow the channel so that at least that way you know when I'm live. And I have a bunch of other links as well for social media stuff down below that Invictus is probably going to put up in chat for other places that I also announce when I go live, like on Discord and Twitter, right? I also do announce on the official Arcade Discord when I go live. They have a streams channel there, so I do throw something in there as well, but I don't have a link to the official Arcade Discord. You can probably find that online somewhere. Honestly, I have no idea where they publicize their official Arcade Discord. But yeah, so there's all the links for you guys. And I think I'll just head off. I mean, 4 hours isn't too bad. And I'm hungry. So, if there's nothing else, I'll probably head out. I don't think there's anything else. I'm going to go take a break and then I'll do reset stuff later. So, that's it for today. I appreciate everybody hanging out. We got a lot of good questions out of the way and good conversations going. You see there's upgrades that can be done on the glider. They can, yes. You can upgrade your glider twice, actually, from the basic version, which is basic, up to grand and then rare. But they're a little bit expensive, and the one that goes up to rare is actually RNG. So what ends up happening is, yes, it's kind of RNG. It's not you get to choose. So if we take a look at any gliders here, let's do the Moonshadow one. We'll answer this question, then I'll head out. I'm not on any kind of time constraint, so it's no big deal. So yeah, so the first time you get a basic glider, right? And it's got these stats. So to upgrade it the first time, you have to use this thing called Enhancement Tools, which is kind of expensive. Uses Sunrun Ingot, uses 50 Onyx, but this is a guaranteed you get a better glider. All of the stats are the same. They're all high, okay? Then you can start playing the RNG game. You can seal it. You can take your glider, you can use this mana charge scroll, which isn't too expensive actually, and you can seal it essentially. And when you unwrap this has a chance to become 5 different items. Like this one. Oh no, hold on. The 5 different items are like this, where flight speed is high, or gliding ability is high, or turning speed is high, or launch speed is high, or the 5th option is it fails, and none of them get high, and instead you get this wing-clipped glider. And the wing-clipped glider, the only thing you can do with it is revert it back to its original form using a Wing Maker Scroll. This is the expensive part. This is an expensive thing to make. But I believe it's actually, you can get that off of the Diligence shop if you wanted it from there, and they're tradable, so your Alt's Diligence coins can be used to get this Wingmaker Scroll if you wanted to. So, yeah, so you unwrap this thing, you get a random scroll, and if you didn't get the one that you wanted, whereas, like, maybe you wanted flight speed very high instead of launch height very high, right? Then you have to go and revert it back to normal, like this, or not like that. You have to revert it back, and then you have to re-upgrade it again, right? Oh, that's true. Yeah. If you do have any images on it, yeah, so you'd have to extract it first. So, very good point. If you have images on your glider, and you go to seal it, yeah, definitely. You can use a special image remover that'll still keep the old item. And let me show you what that looks like, because there's 2 different items, and you don't want to screw them up. This one, Extraction Alembic, which can be used in anything. Okay, I'm not going to do this right now. But my point is that when you use this, where is it? Item Fusion Extract. This will show you what the 2 items you're going to get are. You're going to get your old thing back, like the glider, and you're going to get an image item that actually cannot be used. So this image item for like the Disciple's Bow that I would get back says unable to upgrade, equip, or convert. It's literally just an image at this point, and you can just put it back on later. Does that make sense? And then it uses an Extraction Alembic to do that, right? And it gives you back your stuff, though. You deleted Mirrors a while back. See, that sucks. You could probably put in a support ticket to try, but yeah, it's generally probably wouldn't work, but it still may be worth putting in a support ticket. Oh, support replaced it. Nice. No, but that's good. At least they did it. I think support's been a little better now. Nowadays, I think they start. I don't know. GameGo seems like they're starting to really push a lot of like extra CS numbers and a lot of communication with the community a bit. So that seems good. I hope that it leads to better things, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, keep that in mind. Okay, good. Nice. All right, that's it. That's the last question. If you want, you can still ask me questions. I'm just on Discord and stuff. You know, feel free to PM me. I have no problem answering things once I've got, like, you know, a minute free here or there. I have no problem answering and helping people out. So you can find me on Discord, you can find me on YouTube and Twitter and all those sorts of things. Links down below. There's links up top if you just scroll up a little bit. I do stream randomly. I'm going to find a time tomorrow when I'm going to stream randomly, and then I'll just go live without any warning. So if you want to know when I go live, you can go ahead and follow the channel. I will probably stream, though, tomorrow around the time when Mirage Isle Fish Fest starts, because that seems to be what I end up doing on Saturdays. So, like, around noon Central, I think. Central US time is when you can probably expect me to be around. We'll see. Maybe we're busy. I have no idea. So, I'm going to try to stream this, tomorrow and Sunday whenever I get the chance. That's pretty much the goal for this week. They didn't reply for 2 weeks and then asked for details. At least they did it eventually. That's good. That's better than a lot of people who had to wait months for something. Is there a way to upgrade the rocket boosts to make the jump higher? Sam, now I'm answering it. Yes, I think it's Ascension. So rocket... Oh, rocket boots? Or rocket... Wait, you mean these rocket boots? No, there's no way to upgrade the rocket boots. This is just how far they go. I thought you meant the, something else. One of the Magithropters. Nope. The rocket boots are what they are, and that is that. There's no way to upgrade them. They're just a cool little toy that you can abuse for lots of different things. Now I can get rid of this extraction alembic. Alright. Cool. What are you gratzing? What are you gratzing in there? Kyrus. Oh, Impromptu got a thing. Nice. Alright. Okay, I'm out. Thanks, everybody. I'm out. I'm tired. I'm gonna go eat. I will see you all tomorrow, probably, for whoever's around then. So, take care, everybody. Don't get flooded, alright? Kyrus or Engerum.